Can't feed the cows.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ACTV Sports. As always, to my left is my brother Jared Forgety. You got Uncle Darren right here on my right, and then Dallas over there on the far right. Uncle Darren. So thank you all so much for watching. What we're about to do, we're about to go to a split screen for a little bit. We're going to go to the homecoming festivities live down at Clinton, and we're also going to do our coaches show hosted by Darren over here, Mr. Leach, and tell us a little bit about what we got today.
Well, once again, obviously we're at Clinton, so I sat down with Coach Hammock for 20 minutes or so, and we talked a little bit about the Campbell County game, and kind of got some of his impressions about what went right, what he wanted to work on, and then talked a little bit about the Powell game. I will say, I gave him a little hard time because he told me he was concerned about ball control, and then he comes out of the gate with a double pass. I told him, I said, you couldn't see what we were doing off camera, but all the guys on the couch were looking at me going, that's ball control? And he said, well, you got to have a wrinkle every now and again. So
Wrinkle. Well, hey, did he follow up with a couple more books that maybe he was?
No, we talked about grandbabies.
Oh, okay. All right. Look forward to hearing it.
All right, let's go to the coaches show right now.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to ACTV. We thought we were going to do this coaches show live from Park West Hospital. But turns out we're in the studio. I'm here again with Coach Jason Hammock of your Clinton Dragons. I thought I was going to be able to introduce you as Powell Hammock today, but we're still waiting for the baby.
Yeah, we're in waiting. Hopefully today everything's good to go, and she's here and making her appearance into the world.
Yep. Well, I'm glad that you were able to come. I mean, you deserve a medal for being here because you've had a lot going on. So the fact that you got here is fantastic. And we'll promise not to keep you quite as long because I don't want any of your family members to get mad at me. I know you got to get back to the hospital. But congratulations last week, a big win over Campbell County. We'll just start out. Talk about your impressions of the win over Campbell County. What did you like, and what are you guys working on in practice this week?
Well, first region game, that was a big game for us. It was I had several people reach out and congratulate us on it, and I said, well, it's ugly, but we'll take it. And a good friend of mine that I played ball with in high school and stuff, I said that to him, and he said, Coach, they don't put ugly in the column. They put W or L. So take it, roll with it, and let's do it. And I said, yes, sir, makes sense. So, yeah, we're just young, and it's just taking time for these kids to learn the ifs and buts and candy and nuts on Friday nights, under the lights. Felt like we started really fast and then maybe got a little complacent, and I think that's the youth in us. Mm-hmm. And then it took us a minute to get rolling again. And other than that, hey, I'm proud of them. We got to win. We're working each week just to get better, fix the little things. And, we preach little things just such as tuck your shirt in.
Right. I've seen Saban do that.
We literally, Darren Scarborough, one of my assistant coaches, literally sent that in a text not 3 days ago. He said, oh, wow. Well, guys, he's done it right all these years. At least we're doing this.
Right.
And I said, well, the little things lead into the big things. If we do all the little things right, we can get better each week. The little things is what will hurt you. We had some little silly penalties here and there that put us behind the sticks at different times, but I have to remind myself this is probably the youngest team I've ever coached in my life. So I kind of have to reset, try not to get too animated with them, and make sure they know that, hey, I get it. Now let's fix it, move on. Or, best thing about it is we preach next play.
Right.
Next play. Can't do anything about what just happened, but learn from it and fix it. So they done well with that Friday night. They had to go next play a lot.
So what were you guys what did you work on this week in practice? What was your focus?
This week we just worked on making sure that we got a few senseless holding penalties, so we're working on, making sure we work our feet instead of our hands. Mm-hmm. Your feet's got to work faster than the guy in front of you. We worked on we had some routes that were receivers running wrong routes here and there, so we've really dove in deeper with that, making sure they know their routes. Did some board work this week. Sometimes some kids are great about learning in action on the field. Some kids need to see it on a board. Mm-hmm. So we break it down a little bit. We've challenged them to watch as much as film as possible, and that's paid off this week. Obviously, anybody that's ever been on huddle, you can pull up and tell exactly to the second how much film anybody's watching.
Right.
So it holds them a little bit accountable, and they understand that. So they've worked hard this week, and it's been a crazy week for me, but assistant coaching staff and the kids have punched on, and we've had a good week.
Well, Coach, I have to tell you, after last week's performance, I would be remiss if I didn't spend some time talking to you about your defense.
Oh, gosh.
Your guys were pretty stingy. If you hadn't gotten behind the sticks on that one series
right.
and had to punt from deep in your own end, there's a pretty good chance y'all pitched shutout.
Yes,
they were stingy and nasty.
Jason Leinert does a great job with our defense. I've known Jason for years. He played on the only Clinton High School team that's been to a state championship back in 1992. Jason loves football. He literally breathes it, eats it, sleeps it. So we brought him in. I wanted to go to the three-man front this year because we're a little thin on bigger guys. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to be able to change up our defense, go to the three-man front, and he's got some connections here throughout the coaching world that he's always loved the three-man front. So he was perfect fit, perfect Clinton guy, mm-hmm. everything. So we brought him in to work on the defense, and he works hard at it. He's got the kids believing in it. Defense carried us this past week. We had some stagnant moments on offense, and that's good. When you got a young team, if one side of the ball is having a bad night, it's really, really good when you can depend on that other side of the ball to step up and do what they should. They worked hard at that last week. We got together. Of course, I'd ran that offense for about 18 years, so I threw my 2 cents in on this is what hurts it. This is what they want you to do. This is what they don't want you to do.
Right.
So we kind of tweaked our whole defense, kind of had to do our defense over a little bit, kind of a new lineup and everything on how we were going to defend that. And the kids responded well to learning in a week being so young. I was tickled to death with them.
Well, I have to ask this question. As we were broadcasting the game, all the guys were here last Friday and we were watching the game, and the hit that Jackson Harold made reminded me why I spent my youth playing basketball and baseball. Because, from the middle linebacker position, their ball carrier, their tailback cut back into the field of play, and Jackson showed up, and he looked like he was angry when he got there. What sort of impact did that hit have on the team and the coaching staff?
Jackson Harold can absolutely pack a punch, and he has done that since he was little. I've known that kid since he's probably 5, 6 years old. Actually, I've known him since he was born, but watched him play ball since he was 5 or 6 years old. Kid's always had a little powerful punch. And I told the guys all week, this offense, they want to get you skating outside, and they're going to cut it back against you. So I worked with Jackson last week, about 2 days, about tracking that back hip. I said, let's not overrun it, track that back hip, because when he pops back in one time, you're going to get him. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to get him, whether it's you or somebody. And he absolutely brought the thunder. I was standing I was about 15 to 20 feet away probably, happened to be at the right spot, and I had just turned my head. I was talking to a kid, and I just turned my head and saw it and heard it and felt it in my chest. And then immediately I was excited, but then once I saw the kid, thankfully the kid was okay. He got up, he kind of got his bell rung, but went over and checked on him, and yeah. He'll even tell you he got his bell rung. It was interesting.
I imagine that had quite an impact on the rest of the team.
Oh, it did. The whole team went nuts. The coaching staff went nuts. The fans went nuts. And it just kind of gave us that next little drive to go ahead and punch this thing out and get it over with. Right. I think right after that's when we kind of put that last score on the board. I think we returned the punt shortly after that. Mm-hmm. And we were able to punch that thing away. So that was a big turning point in the game. A big hit like that can change the momentum anytime.
It's funny. Last week, I kind of laughed on the air because last week I asked you what you guys were going to do offensively, and you said we're going to control the ball, try to move, all that kind of ball control, move the ball. And the first offensive play you guys ran from the shadow of your own goalpost was a double pass to Bryson Maddox.
Bryson Maddox throwing the double pass.
Yes. Yeah. And so like what happened there? I mean, what happened to the ball control?
So I didn't mean to lead you awry there. So as the week went along, I started thinking about the Powell game coming up, and I wanted to create some things for them to have to work on. A lot of times some coaching staffs can over-prepare for things at times, and if they're having to use normal practice time during the week to prepare for any special play they've seen or anything else, if I take 10 minutes away from their practice on one play, I've always done that. I've always put in one special play a week and tried to kind of give it as a reward to the kids for them to, hey, let's run this play this time. And they don't get full levity on when we're going to run it or how we're going to run it. But some of them came to me before the game and said, Coach, let's open up a double pass. I said, well, all I can tell you is it better work. And it didn't work out great. And they acknowledged that after. They said, Coach, I know it was supposed to be a touchdown, but we got a first down.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, it was successful enough.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was fun to open it up and get a little excitement in the crowd for the first play. And but yeah, that wasn't necessarily the game plan when we talked last week.
Well, I just want you to know that you didn't help me with my fellow broadcasters that night because I told them, I was like, I expect them to, maybe a couple of, off tackles or, and they're, of course we had the game on the screen and when you guys opened up with that, they all just turned and looked at me and I was like,
yeah, I don't know.
That's not what he said.
I'm lucky I had an air in my tires after the game.
Well, it's a good thing that it worked.
That's right.
That makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
Well, let's move forward a little bit. This week you got Powell coming in. They're 3-1, coming to Dragon Stadium this week. After their season opening loss against Anderson County, they've rattled off 3 wins in a row. I looked it up this week. They've beaten Farragut, Oak Ridge, and Heritage, and they've only surrendered 14 points in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And they have scored 30.
Yep.
What are y'all gonna need to do defensively to slow that down?
Defensively, I feel like we got to make them throw the ball. They have a good run offense. They got a tailback, Wheeler. He's since the kid's been a sophomore, he's a stud. Very very shifty, very quick, runs very hard, very tough. Quarterback's a big guy, so that dual threat that they've got at that quarterback and Wheeler the tailback, that's a big thing. I feel like we definitely got to shut down the run this week to be able to stick in this and go. They're a little older team than we are, so with our inexperience, I think if we can force them to run the football or force them to throw the football, and limit them on their yardage on running the football, I think we'll have a good chance. Offensively, they're very good defensively. They got a very good defensive front. Hopefully we can do some things here and there that we've been working on this week to try to create some mismatches here and there, even in the run game and the pass game. So we've got a good game plan. I feel good about it. At the end of the day, we can't go out and line it up and do it for them. So We'll see what happens. But we're focusing with this young team on region games this year. That's our biggest focus, and staying healthy in non-region games. We're going in. I don't care if the Patriots pull in and Tom Brady gets off the bus and he's playing again too. We're going in to win. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, we want to come out healthy and continue to get better each week and take care of the right games.
Yeah. Well, you guys have got a 2-game winning streak, and that always helps with momentum moving forward. I some people don't really believe in the momentum thing. I personally do.
Oh, I wholeheartedly do.
I think sometimes winning can begat winning, and sometimes losing can begat losing if you're not
winning
careful.
is a habit. It's a habit. It can form good habits. It just can create a moxie throughout your whole team. Winning at life in general. If you're winning in life, everything seems to go better. Yeah. So the whole town goes better when Clinton's winning football games. It's just the way it is. Winning is contagious. So yeah, absolutely. I'm wholeheartedly. I 100% agree with you on that.
Let's talk a little bit about Benjamin, your quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a big kid for a sophomore. We talked a little bit
kid.
about him last week.
Yeah.
Strong arm, has some scrambling ability. How does it help your offense to have a guy running the show offensively that has that dual threat skill set, can run, can throw.
Oh, it's a huge asset to have. With him being young, sometimes we try to limit the levity he has to be able to pull it, do some checks here and there. Just where he's young, I don't want to set him up for failure. I want to set him up for success. So we try to let him know the things that he can make the calls on the field to pull the ball and pull it down and run, or scramble in different situations. But he's done good at that. He got away with a couple this week. He'd do it. He looked up at me and I'd give him this. I'd be like, "No, you got lucky on that one, but we'll work on it." And he just smiles and goes on. I mean, he's a great kid. He's working hard at it. Big kid. He's got a little more speed than what people think he does.
Yeah.
When he gets rolling, he can move. But that's part of having a young quarterback. He's big. He's a dual threat. As the season goes along, I can't wait to see how he's going to progress as the year goes along.
When you see him at the game, there's times if you lose sight of that number and you don't know who it is, he looks like a fullback running loose in the
fullback, a big tight end.
Yeah. He's a big kid.
He's a big kid. Yes.
This will be your third game in a row, I think, at home.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your fans a little bit. How much does playing in front of that crowd help your guys?
Listen, I posted this week, I always try to put out some announcements and this and that and encouragement. I want to get fans there for these kids. We had senior night this last week, we got homecoming this week. And, one of the tags I put in there's nothing like a Friday night under the Clinton lights. It's where I played. It's where I'm from. I played here in the mid-'90s. I can remember those games where they're stacked 7 and 8 deep along that fence.
Yeah.
And that's what you live for on Friday nights, is those kids, being able to look around and see all those people. The fans have been absolutely great. The support we've had from the fans, county administrators, our own school administrators, even guys from the other end of the bridge. A lot of the coaching staff and Gary Terry up at Anderson County High School, they've all been so supportive of me. Especially they've reached out, they've wished me luck, they've been good to me. I couldn't ask for a better situation right now from fans in this entire county, and how they're supporting and rallying around these kids after what they've been through with a rough off season, kind of some stuff last year. It's just unbelievable. When you get a big play, or even when you don't get a good play, there's not even negativity coming out of the stands, which is huge. These kids don't need to hear stuff like that, and the fans have been great this year. They're supporting these kids. They're rallying around them. The people reaching out to help with pregame meals, or, hey, we want to bring water. Hey, we want to bring Gatorade by. It's been great. The fans are awesome.
Well, and you and I talked this week. I mean, obviously you're a Clinton guy. I graduated from Anderson County.
Yeah.
And if you and I can sit here for 20 minutes and make nice in the middle of the week,
can.
I mean, we all could get along, right?
At the end of the day, we're all one big, huge community. On Friday, we don't have to support each other the week we play or the night we play, but any other time we can all support each other and our kids. And anytime a recruiter's coming in to watch a kid there or a kid here, it just increases the chances of another kid at another school in our area of getting a chance to go play what they love, and that's college football.
Right.
So, this whole community, if just two guys can sit here and talk for 20 minutes, everybody in our community can do that. We can support each other 364 days a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then one day we can be enemies and we can all meet for breakfast on Saturday morning the day after.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You mentioned GT just a second ago, and I have to tell you, I was talking to him last week, and I told him, I said, we're doing the Clinton game this week, and I'm doing a coach's show with Coach Hammock, and he goes, you know what? I hope they win this week. I was like, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, So, Coach, I cannot let you go without asking, and I did not prepare you for this, so this is going to be a shocker.
No.
So, what's your prediction this week for Oklahoma, Tennessee? Got to get a score.
Whew. I'll tell you, I know the jury's kind of out on UT. We've not really played anybody. I really like how the defense is playing this week. I know it's been a little lesser talent. I don't think Oklahoma is where they think they are yet. I think they want to play with the big boys in the SEC.
Yeah.
But I think they're still in the playground. They made it to the classroom. So I'm going to go with 31-14 Tennessee.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So then you're definitely taking the points. When last I saw, Tennessee or Oklahoma's a 7-point dog at home.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Coach, listen, thank you so much for coming in. I know this is 2 weeks in a row. I hope you guys get the same result this week that you did last week. And we're going to let you get back to Park West Hospital and take care of some of the things you need to get taken care of. But good luck to you guys, and hope you get your third win in a row.
I appreciate it. I hope this ain't the last one. I'm afraid ESPN is going to be calling soon for you to sit next to Herb Street right there at the counter. He's killing it, ladies and gentlemen. You did a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Hey, and thank you all so much for watching. Darren, what an interview there. That was a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you, I got to tip my cap to Coach Hammock. I mean, he literally left the hospital because they didn't know when his granddaughter was going to be born, and he drove here for the interview, and then I think he had one or two more stops, and then he went back to Park West. But he and I had been talking the night before, and I literally said, well, I said, if we have to do a live remote from the parking garage of Park West Hospital, we'll do it. But yeah, I mean, he's very kind and gracious with his time. We met, I think this week Thursday morning was when that was recorded. But I think on the whole last week, I think, as we said in the interview, had they not gotten behind the sticks on that one drive with penalties and whatnot, I think their defense pitches a shutout last week.
I tell you what, they played an excellent game last week. But before we go, just real quick, what you were seeing on your screen was the new Clinton Hall of Fame members, everything from a medical doctor at Children's Hospital to a brigadier general in the Army. So congratulations, and business owners, congratulations to them. But right now we have one more piece of media to bring you before we get to the 3-1 Powell Panthers visiting the 2-2 Dragons.
I think it's quickly becoming a favorite.
It is a fan favorite. We have our doctor of footballology, Dr. John Williams.
Sleepy.
Hello everyone, this is John Sleepy Williams with this week's Clinton Dragons football history lesson. The history lesson this week focuses on the rivalry between the Clinton Dragons and the Powell Panthers. Powell leads the all-time series, 33 wins to 22 losses. Powell has won the last 5 meetings on the field. However, the Dragons were awarded a forfeit win in 2018 due to Powell having an ineligible player. The forfeit allowed the Dragons to make the playoffs and a trip to Saudi Daisy after a season-ending victory over district foe Carnes. Clinton's last win over Powell was in 2014 as All-State athlete Tyler Thagerson torched the Panthers through the air 48-22 on a stormy night in Powell. The first game between the two schools was in 1932 with Clinton shutting out Powell 13-0 in Clinton. They met again in 1935 with Clinton defeating Powell 26-6. The series resumed again in 1951 with the Dragons winning 12-0 at home. Powell picked up their first win in the series the following year in 1952, 12-7. It was the first game Clinton ever played in Powell. The longest stretch of games in the history of Clinton and Powell was from 1951 through 1969, a span of 19 games with Powell winning 10 and Clinton 9 games. The two schools then played sporadically throughout the 70s, 80s, and 90s. From 1999 through the current year 2024, Clinton and Powell have met on the gridiron except for 2 years in 2015 and 16. The 2020 matchup was canceled due to COVID. The Panthers won last year over the Dragons 45-27 in Powell on Rivalry Thursday. 2 memorable games stand out for the Dragons versus Powell. In 1991, Clinton head coach Jimmy Gaylor coached his first game as the top Dragon. That night, the Dragons defeated Powell, who were highly ranked 35-22. Powell would go on to play for the Class AA state championship that season. In 2007, Clinton High School all-time leading rusher Weston Hazelhurst set the single-game rushing record with 288 yards in a thrilling 35-34 Dragon win at Powell. Clinton and Powell will meet for the 56th time this Friday night at Dragon Stadium. It will be homecoming night for Clinton High School with plenty of orange and black in the stands. Thank you for listening. This has been John Sleepy Williams with this week's Clinton Dragon Football History Lesson.
Oh, that is a wealth of knowledge there from the doctor of footballology, Sleepy Williams. That knowing the weather patterns back in 1930s during some of the first games, that's pretty
stormy
amazing.
night.
Well, on full disclosure, there are some times that I work with John at
Right.
Conservative Community School, and there are some times that he might forget where he put his radio or where he set down his drink. But if you ask him who scored the first rushing touchdown in the 1971 Bluebonnet Bowl for Tennessee, he can tell you which jersey they were wearing and their number.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
fantastic. Well, thank you, Dr. Sleepy Williams. We appreciate it. Let's see what he can do next week when we're at Anderson County. See what
That'll be raising the bar for him.
I think we need to get with Ryan. We're going to have to probably mark off like 30 minutes for that that segment probably.
But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, we are here in the studio. We're watching the Clinton Dragons at 2-2. With their 2 wins, I believe it was Scott County and Campbell County.
Correct.
Take on the visiting Powell Panthers at 3-1. Powell is completing their tour of Anderson County. They have now played Anderson County, Oak Ridge, and after tonight, Clinton. Right now, they're 1-1 against the Anderson County schools. They beat Oak Ridge. They lost to Anderson County. Anderson County gave them their 1 loss of the year. But now they complete the trifecta with their game against the Dragons tonight. Jared, last week the Dragons looked very good. I really believe on both offense and defense. I know, what Coach was saying earlier, how he's wanting to see more. But really, as far as a team aspect and overall, it's one of the better games I've seen Clinton play in a few years. So tell me, what do you think about tonight's matchup?
Well, I want to start by saying I attend church in the Powell community. I lead worship at a church in the Powell community. And so for the sake of me being from Anderson County, I'm hoping Clinton comes out with a big victory tonight, okay? It's pride when I go to church on Sunday morning. With that being said, I was very impressed with Clinton last week. I think they did a great job really on both sides of the ball. I mean, they had their moments where they struggled a little bit, but that's going to happen.
Decision making.
Yeah, that's going to happen in a football game. Tonight, if we get a little better quarterback play from Clinton, I think we're going to have a heck of a ball game.
And that was a young quarterback, I believe, with his first start.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he's big. They've got to be able to utilize him in the running game.
Absolutely.
I think they have to.
Dallas, your thoughts on tonight?
Like you said, Clinton had a very well-rounded game last week. I mean, wide receiver Bryson Maddox really stepped up to give the Dragons 2 touchdowns. Also, running back Elijah Davison.
Yeah, Elijah had a heck of a game.
Yeah, I mean, he even had a punt return. So I think, like you said, a little bit better quarterback play, a little better defensive line play, and the Dragons should come out with a win.
Well, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I looked, as you said, Powell is 3-1, but after Anderson County beat them, I think it was 28-25. It was just a 3-point win for the Mavericks.
It was a close game, yeah.
After Anderson County beat them, in the last 3 games, they're 3-0, and they've given up 14 points while scoring 30-plus every game.
Oh, wow.
And so one thing that I think Clinton needs this week desperately, that ball's not round. It takes funny bounces, and I think Clinton needs a couple turnovers because Powell's tough. But, you play it on the field.
Absolutely.
You get a break or 2 here. You make a break, and I think Clinton's going to have to – I think if Clinton can force Powell to turn the ball over and they capitalize on those turnovers, I think we got ourselves a ball game. If we stand toe-to-toe, it could get tough.
And we're going to go down to our sideline reporter, the wonderful B.J. Caldwell. B.J., I believe, has an interview with us. Go ahead, B.J.
Yes, I'm here with Coach Hammock. Last week, your team played a really great game against Campbell County. So how do you transfer that to this game?
We just got to keep the momentum up. We're home. It's homecoming. A lot of excitement in town, a lot of things going on. we're just hoping to keep the momentum up, stay healthy, keep rolling, get through week 5, and we'll worry about week 6, one game at a time.
So what do you think is your biggest challenge for tonight?
Powell's got a really good defensive front. They're seasoned. They're a veteran group. We got to be able to maintain ball control, keep our offense off the field, keep our offense on the field, keep their offense off the field. They got a lot of athletes, but we do too. So we're coming to play.
Well, good luck tonight,
Yes,
Coach.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, BJ, and that's exactly what we're talking.
Okay, and we'll be back with you.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Thanks so much, BJ. How's the atmosphere down there tonight? Everybody seemed to be pumped up, ready to go?
Oh, they are so ready. I think there's a lot of excitement going on around the town. We had the homecoming parade. We celebrated the homecoming queen, who I will have after kickoff. And they had the Clinton Wall of Fame inductees as well. So it's just a really great night at Clinton High School.
Hey, BJ, every one of those inductees was very impressive. But for you, who was your favorite? We couldn't hear the whole bios here in the studio. Who was the most impressive to you?
I think the most impressive would be Stephen Turner, who I also may know, but but he's also a veteran and has done a lot in the service.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much, BJ, and we'll come back to you after the kickoff and for that with the homecoming queen, that interview with the homecoming queen. So it looks like Clinton did win the toss, and they have elected to return to get the ball first. So as we see here, Powell is getting ready to kick off, and it is football time for the Clinton Dragons. Ball is received at about the 2-yard line. Clinton's returning, and he doesn't get much. Nice coverage there by Clinton. Looks like number 1 for the Panthers got down there and made the tackle.
Yeah, that was a kick that would have gone into the end zone.
If he had just let it go.
If he had just let it go. If you stand on the 5-yard line and it would fly over your head, you let it go.
Right.
And they would have the ball about, 10 yards farther up the field.
Dragons will get the ball at the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Dragons.
We'll see if Coach Hammock pulls out the old double pass this week, or if we stay a little bit more convincing.
It's the annexation of Puerto Rico this week. You never seen the Little Giants?
I have, but I don't remember it.
Quick out, and he's going to be tackled right around the 10-yard line. Ball comes free, but the Dragons were able to stay on it. That looks like about a 5-yard loss. Well, more than that if that's where they're marking it, back to about the 6.
I saw the Anderson County Powell game a few weeks back, and Powell's athletic. I mean, they are. Coach Hammock's right. These guys can move a little bit. They're faster than Campbell County.
It seems like the timing was a little off on that throw.
I agree with you. I watched the Anderson County.
It was the first Thursday
Powell
night
game. I watched it on TV.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little undisciplined, though. I think if you get them off of their kilter, get under their skin a little bit, you're going to get some penalty yards for free.
And especially like what we saw last week with the Dragons with Bryson Maddox. I mean, he had some really wide open touchdown plays and a lot of receiving yards that really kind of helped the Dragons get their offensive going.
So it backs the
half
Dragons
the distance
up.
to the goal. Now they're on the 3.
They're inside the 3, yeah. All right, we will go directly to the homecoming queen right after this play and have that interview with BJ. But let's see what the Dragons can do. 2nd down and long here. They're rolling, throws it across the middle, hits him in the breadbasket, but incomplete.
Yeah, he threw that in between 3 or 4 defenders there. That wasn't a great placement.
All right, BJ, go ahead.
Well on the coverage for the Panthers. Brings up 3rd down for the Dragons.
Can you tell us what club did you represent?
I represented Dragon Tennis today.
And how long have you been playing tennis?
I've been playing since freshman year, so getting ready to be 4 years.
And what do you love about tennis?
Just everything. I love playing with all my friends, so it's fun.
And did you have any big donors that donated to your homecoming?
Yes, CyberLock Security played a big role in my win today.
Okay, awesome. And we were talking, and I asked you if your plans, because you're a senior, if your plans were to continue playing tennis in college, and what was your answer?
I'm actually going to play soccer in college, I think. So.
And I have heard, and we're going to hear from the athletic director very soon, that Clinton girls have a pretty great soccer team.
Yes, we do. We're doing really well this year.
And what's your record so far?
I'm actually not sure, but last year we beat a record, and I think we're going to do another one this year as well. So it's really good.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your homecoming win.
Thank you so much.
All right, and it's back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, BJ. Looks like the Dragons did have to punt from the back of their own end zone right there. And they got the ball out to about, the 42-yard line. And that's where the Panthers take over with really good field position. Dragons just weren't able to get anything established on that first offensive drive.
No, it's tough to come out and play behind the sticks early like that. You'd like to establish an offensive flow, but now it's time for the defense to bow their neck a little bit.
And he is tripped up, but I believe he might have enough for the first down. That's number 13
for Wheeler, senior.
Wheeler for the Panthers. He might be a yard short, so it'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, look, Powell's got some size on the offensive line.
They do.
Yeah.
That interior, number 55, I believe.
79, the center, I think, is...
Another handoff to Wheeler.
74.
He gets past, gets down almost to the 20, mark him down at the 21, and that is going to be a first down Panthers.
Yeah, good open field tackle.
Jones on the stop.
Yeah, that offensive line, 74, 55, 77, 69, 52. Those are some big guys there for the Panthers.
It's hard to get them into a one-car garage, I tell you that.
Panthers going with an empty backfield. Wheeler splits out wide. Throw goes over the middle.
Wide open.
And he's going to be tackled inside the 5. Catching that was number 16, Dylan Stooksbury, also a senior for Powell. And the quarterback is number 2, Deuce Rogers.
That's a nice name for a quarterback.
Wearing number 2.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's planned that way.
Bo Wright on the stop for the Dragons.
Rogers takes the handoff. It's a keeper. Runs it to the left side into the end zone. Touchdown Panthers. And quickly Powell has taken the lead.
Well, this is going to be a big test of the Dragons now. I mean, let's steady the ship, get out there, move the ball, punch back. You got hit a little bit. We're in the first round. Now you punch back and see if you can establish your own offensive flow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We had a Trace on our team, Lee.
Did you wear number 3?
No.
Oh.
We won 50-something.
Well, that didn't make sense.
Might have been 53.
So Powell's going for 2. Penalty on the...
The white hat has a white beard.
Delay a game on the Panthers. So they're going to have to back up 5 yards. I don't know if Powell doesn't have a kicker or
they just want to go for 2.
I don't remember him
I would
kicking
say
that much
Powell,
against Anderson County.
I would say I thought Powell normally has a good kicker, though.
Handoff to number 3, cuts it back up, and he's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that is Fabi Naiwo, also a senior. Gets it in for the 2-point conversion. Powell goes up 8-0.
Yeah, definitely not the start to the game that they had hoped for. That offensive, from the kickoff, they didn't have a great return on the kickoff. They had 2 or 3 negative plays from the, first 3 plays were negative from the line of scrimmage.
It's kind of like they're playing a little scared though too. I don't think I don't think they're kind of ready to go yet, which they kind of got to do on this drive.
So Powell getting ready to kick off here on the 40.
We'll see if their returners got a talking to on the sidelines. If it's going to be over their head, they kind of let it go. So they have a kicker.
Yeah, he did a good job on the first kickoff. Maybe he's their kickoff specialist.
Dylan Stooksbury, a senior.
Yeah, he
but
was
man,
a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he caught that pass over the middle.
He had quite a leg on the opening kickoff.
I wouldn't be wearing leggings tonight. It's like 90 degrees.
Well, partly they do that too because of the turf.
From the 5.
This is, I believe that's Davidson, wasn't it?
Young on the return. Sophomore. You know, I'm looking through the Clinton roster, and I would like to have this by my name one time, but I think I've aged out. For Young.
Yeah.
Athlete. That's what it says on the roster.
Well, I thought you were going to put senior.
No, I was a senior several times.
No, I thought you're a senior now.
So here come the Dragons once again. Jalen Benjamin in the shotgun formation. Send somebody in motion, handoff inside.
Pickup of a yard, maybe yard and a half.
I think it's really coming down to the offensive line and defensive line. Like we said, I mean, yes, Powell's offensive line's a little bit bigger than Clinton's defensive line, but they're going to have to find a way to how to get through that.
Some pressure.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find something because letting them just walk right through.
Well, with this defensive line that Powell has, you can't hold on to the ball forever.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make quick decisions.
At about the 25, 26-yard line. Nice pick up there for about 5. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd down and 4.
5.
No, you got to get right to the 30.
Okay, 4.
Good job by the big nasties up front that time, giving Benjamin
Gave a nice
time
little
to
pocket,
throw.
yeah.
Because, I mean, if you got to give your quarterback some time. I mean, you can't give him the whole day, but you got to give him enough to find something.
I really believe they need to establish the run in some way, shape, or form, though.
Good throw.
That's that wide receiver. It hit him right in the hands. Number 4
pass.
there,
Jones.
Ryan. What?
Jones.
Yeah, Ryan Jones. Right through his hands. Those are the type plays whenever you might be a little bit of an underdog or, that type thing into a game, you've got to make those plays.
Yeah. Because those can start your momentum shifters.
Mm-hmm.
So all 3 of Powell's games against Anderson County have been here, right? They played at Anderson County, at Oak Ridge, and then at Clinton?
This is the only one that's on the road. Anderson County played at Powell.
No, they didn't.
No, they played at.
No, Oak Ridge was at Powell.
No, they played at Oak Ridge, I thought.
No, because my father-in-law came to my house and then went to the Powell game where I live in Powell.
So two of the 3 were. Okay. Nice punt, flipped the field a little bit. First and 10 from their own 32. That's much better. Well, we've reached an age of big quarterbacks, haven't we? Their quarterback's pretty large as well.
Number 9 right there for the Dragons stood him up.
Seems
Was
like
there a flag?
We might need to keep an eye on Connor Wheeler. He seems to be a focal point of this offense. This is his 3rd carry.
First down for the Panthers. Yeah, his yards per carry is pretty high right now, too, I believe.
Indeed.
Look, a little quick pass to the tight end, number 14. He's going down the sideline. He gets tripped up. It looks like Powell is in the red zone. Oh, there's a penalty flag that just came flying. Something after the play.
Weston Williams.
It looks like it's going to be against Powell. Initial reaction leads me to believe it's against Powell.
It's going to be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, against the Panthers. Jared, just what you're saying, if you can get under their skin a little bit, you can have Powell shoot themselves in the foot.
So that took that, 25-yard game back to a 10-yard gain.
It's still 1st and 10 Powell from the 34-yard line.
Deuce Rogers. It's almost like a comic book character.
Yeah. That is a football name, though.
It is.
And Wheeler's got some wheels on him, too.
Indeed.
Nice pull there by the guard to kick that block out. And that was carried by number 3, Fabi Nuhai. Niwo. N-E-I-W-O-H. I'm going to go with Niwo.
This defensive line
Hopefully
for
I'm right.
Clinton's got to show some athleticism here. Those guys up front are very big, but I've only seen a little athleticism from the tackles.
Well, Clinton's gonna have to be fast because
there's a penalty that just come in.
I think
I saw the guard pull on that one. Big number 57 came out and kicked.
It was very slow.
It was slow, but he got there.
Yes, but it was slow.
The center has to run out real quick. I'm not sure what's going on.
I think it's going to force Powell to take a timeout.
No, they're backing him up 5 yards.
Yeah, because they're bringing in another center.
Number 63 comes in.
So something's probably up with his equipment.
Yeah. They have one big guy come in for another really big guy.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, the third string is actually their quarterback. Third string center is the quarterback.
He's more of a tackle build. Deuce keeps it, runs it up the middle, gets down to about the 20. Gets inside the 20 down to about the 17, maybe it's 18, and that's going to be 1st down Powell.
Strong run. I believe that was a called quarterback keep. Get behind that offensive line and run.
But, yeah, those linebackers are somebody who's going to have to step up and just really try to lay some wood in there.
We have a flag here on the play. No, it's timeout, sorry.
Timeout by the Dragons. Dragons are playing a little bit on their heels on defense. We really didn't see that much last week. I don't know if it's the size of Powell that have got them a half step slower or what, but you don't see anybody really putting their nose in there and just going after them like they did last week yet.
Well, in most games, it doesn't matter the level. In most games, the win or the loss is determined by the play in the trenches.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't, your line, they don't make the news, but until they hold. But right now, Powell is strong up front. I mean, it's I don't know. Clinton's going to have to come up with something to counter
Powell
that.
has certainly been the aggressor so far in this game.
Yeah.
And you've got to be able to push back.
Clinton's played a pretty clean game. I don't think they've had any penalties or anything yet. Powell's
They
had.
did have that one. That one they got back to bonus into the end.
Oh, yeah. That was half the distance.
Yeah.
But it's just they're not. They don't have the same body language. They definitely don't have the same swagger as they had last week. Maybe they're just taking a little bit of time to kind of get into the flow of this game. But I look for Clinton really to dial up some of that aggressiveness and some of that type play in order to really make a game of this.
I believe Jackson Harold's going to blitz off that outside.
It's a good blitz.
Nice little
Hit
floater
it,
out to
everything.
number 14. Who was 14 for them? He's made a couple. Weston Williams. He's made a couple catches out there so far tonight.
I think Clinton's trying to get there. They're trying to put some pressure on the quarterback, but that offensive line, that's a shot right there. That's tough to move.
I remember that. Remember the Titans scene where they're down and like, we're going to blitz all night, every play. That's what I'd like to see.
Oh, they
There
get
you
through the
go.
line.
Nice
Screen
screen.
pass to Wheeler. Wheeler cuts back. He gets inside the 5 one more time. They're going to call him down at around the, looks like
4.
about the 3.5, 4.
Hats off to the Powell coaching staff, offensive coaching staff there. They see that Clinton's bringing the pressure, and so they counter by letting the pressure come and then throwing behind
Yep.
it in that little quick screen in the over the middle there.
That's a deadly play. If you can catch
You
somebody
can catch
being-
it like that,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, as a defensive lineman, too, you got to recognize it's a screen. If they're letting you go, there's a reason.
And there's Wheeler into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Their second of the game. I believe that's Deuce scored the first one, didn't he? He ran that one in.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
Yeah, he did.
I have no idea what it would be, but I am almost certain that Connor Wheeler's yards per carry would be double digits.
Oh, yeah. I really think, well, I mean, that one wasn't very much. That kind of hurts him, but I think he's probably close to 10.
Looks like they're going to be going for 2 again.
I want to see if the wide receiver can make a field goal. I mean, he's got a pretty good leg.
We're blitzing.
Deuce rolls out, throws across his body.
What's the call?
They called it good, I believe.
Did that not bounce off the turf?
Man in the striped shirt says it didn't.
I guess how much should we saying?
Yep. Right now, 16-0.
I thought that
Powell
bounced
leads
off the,
Dragons.
Did it not look like it bounced off the turf?
It was really low. I wasn't sure. It looked like it may have. I don't know if he got his hands under it or what. We don't have instant replay in high school, but
I'd say they'll get to it one day.
oh, probably.
I mean, if you look over there, I mean, they got the tent with a bunch of replay. Clinton's got it right there on the sidelines. With the
Yeah,
iPads
but they have
and
one camera, one wide angle. Replay is really hard. It takes a
Yeah.
lot of cameras. The manpower alone would be
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Football's a tough sport. It's a physical sport. It kind of checks your manhood from time to time, and this is going to be one of those times. I mean, you know, it's not just played, as you say, it's not just played with your body. It's also played with your mind. And, you know, this is going to – obviously Clinton's facing a challenge right now.
Yep, they're going to have to show some intestinal fortitude.
That's right.
Well, big word.
That means you got to have guts.
Yeah, I knew what it meant. I could break it down.
Following that, a parent conversion.
Dragons back to receive the punt, or the kickoff. 6:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Powell leads by 2 scores.
Oh.
Thankfully, he didn't touch it.
Sometimes the gods of football are in your corner, and I think the Dragons got lucky on that one.
That might have been because of Dr. Footballology there. Kind of
Yeah.
blew it a little bit, blew the ball.
Well, he does know about the weather pattern.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
So he knew that.
He has a blue cape, right? Like, well, it's a gown, but you know.
One man's cape is another man's gown.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's see what the Dragons can do here.
I think they need to come out kind of just like
Double pass.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was really about to say. I mean, what do you got to lose? Switch it up. What you're doing now.
A football game. That's what you have to
Yeah.
lose. You have a football.
The officials have certainly come tonight.
What?
Delay a game.
How? I'm trying to understand how.
It's the knees. So if their pants are above their knees, it's an equipment.
But they call it delay a game.
Yeah, but they call it delay a game.
So what it is
they have an
because they have to
equipment
get. Yeah, that's what. I thought it was all the same because it's delaying them the game because they have to take them out. That's what I thought it was. That's why I always thought that.
They got a little bit.
Second down and pretty much 10 for the Dragons. Dragons need a shot of momentum or some enthusiasm or something to go on right here. You got 3 wides to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Rolls out. He's looking down the field, and he slides for a gain of maybe a yard.
There wasn't much there.
This has got to be a tough game for Jalen. He was at Powell last year, and so transferred to Clinton this year. So I'm sure he knows some of those guys on the Panthers team, and I imagine this is he might have a little jitters about playing these guys, former teammates.
He throws it deep.
Oh, overthrew him just a little.
I think he had to throw it just a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
Yeah, number 95 for Powell has been a menace.
Yeah, he's got
far
through the line.
down.
Yeah.
They've made several shifts to their defensive front. They've gone with a 3-man rush. They've really gotten wide with their defensive ends.
Well, until you can learn to block the 3-man rush, it's going to allow them to have 8 in dropped back for coverage.
Blaine Collins
bobbled that one. Gets a little bit of a bounce there.
A lot of bit of a bounce. Keep on rolling.
Flip the field. Went past the 50. That's technically flipping the field.
Dragons will take over on the Panthers will take over on the 47-yard line. 4:47 left to go here in the first half, or first quarter. Powell leads 16-0.
You know what would be helpful right now? A good old turnover. That would be
Yes.
That would be nice.
That would be advantageous.
It would be. The Dragons need that to kind of switch the momentum a little bit.
Rogers drops back, throws it over the middle.
Oh.
You know, that reminded me of something my dad used to say. You're going to get hit anyway, you might as well catch it.
Yeah, keep your head on a swivel.
He got hit and didn't catch it.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for Powell.
Oh, nice hit there by number 30 to the Dragons.
He stepped right up in there. 3rd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Let's see if the Dragons can get them off the field this time. 3rd down situation.
Four minutes and 10 seconds in the first.
Does it feel like this has been a forever quarter? Am I the only one?
No. Deuce
There we go.
stopped in the
Nice
backfield. Don't get a penalty. Number 13 right there for the Dragons is the one that stepped through and made that. Bo Wright.
Strong play.
Dropped him down for about a 5-yard loss. Panthers are going to have to punt for the first time tonight.
That's a victory.
Nice job,
I would
Dragons.
take it.
Way to rally.
Let's see if they can come up with some good field position here.
Could get a punt return here. So I won
Send the
last
block.
week. Yeah.
Whatever you have to lose.
A football game.
Not on sending a block on a punt.
In the first quarter. He was trying to get there.
Fair catch called. Dragons are going to take over at about the 13 or 14, depending on where his feet were.
Elijah Davis.
Looks right at the 14-yard line. Haven't called his name too much tonight yet.
Well, unfortunately, to be fair, we haven't called too many Dragons on offense.
No.
We need to sustain a drive here. As I said earlier, you gotta punch back.
Now, defense got to stop.
Yeah.
Which is huge for the Dragons. Now let's see what they can do with it.
Put you a backup guard in the backfield and run it 5 straight times right off the center's left hind end.
Yeah, I wouldn't run it towards 95.
Good run. Go.
I'd run it right at him. Block everybody, just blow him up.
Picks up maybe a yard, might get out to the 15-yard line.
Stack 9,
It's gonna
then
be
have your
second
quarterback
down
and
and
running back.
Just blow him up.
Second down and 9 for the Dragons.
That's the other thing. Their quarterback hasn't ran the ball yet.
He did on that one. He picked up about a yard scrambled and then slid.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a design play.
I think Clinton's trying to explore the edges.
Right.
Haven't had a lot of luck between the tackles.
Look at the beef in the middle. No wonder they're trying.
Exactly.
And if you can't get to
That
the
ball's
quarterback,
tipped.
get your hands up.
Yeah. Looks like that was 95 there. Iverson Garcia for the Panthers.
That's a big kid.
Junior. He's still got more eating to do.
Man, I'd like to have a headset cam. That way we could, hear what coaches say.
No, you don't.
I think the FCC might pull our license.
Not for the viewing pleasure.
Just for us.
Yeah.
Going on the run.
Oh.
Out of
Is he
bounds.
out? He's out. So you're telling us there's a chance.
4th down.
Another
Right.
3 and out for the Dragons offense. They got to come up with something.
Well, they were coming after a block there.
Oh, about dropped it.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need a muff punt. We need something to try to turn the momentum.
Well, once again, the
Panthers
Dragon
did great.
defense is going to have to make a play.
Powell's offense with another field position on the plus side of the field.
Thing about it is the Clinton defenses so far have spent a lot of time on the field. It's a hot night. At some point, these guys are going to have to get a minute on sidelines.
4 wide set, 1 in the backfield. Actually, number 7 goes in motion. Handoff to Wheeler once again. Picks up another 10 yards. That's going to be first down for the Panthers.
I don't want it to seem like I'm piling on them, but they're not. They're catching them.
They're not running into
They're
it.
not tackling. They're catching.
You got to put that body in front, not go back.
And I also noticed that a blitzing linebacker got, tackled at the line of scrimmage too by a Powell defender. But you have to be the aggressor. You have to go to him, wrap up.
What are they blocking? They're 6. Yeah.
They got 7, 8 in the box. Little end around, cuts back up.
A good stop
Nice
there.
pursuit.
Ball. That ball came out. That's a turnover.
Davidson.
Are they saying he's down?
That was a turnover, boys.
No.
Hey, 77's got to come out.
He took his helmet off.
77's got to come out.
Yep.
I caught it.
So did the line judge there.
77's got to come out. Took his helmet off. So that flips 57 over to tackle. They're going to bring in another guard.
Lord have mercy, these
Yeah,
kids are enormous.
I think their NIL deal is free grand buffets over there in Powell.
Hey, that's a
guess
good
so.
place, man.
Wheeler again.
And he picks up.
He gets the first down every time they need him to. He's ran the ball well.
That was a turnover right there, guys.
They get to eat at Scotty's over there on Clinton Highway.
Oh, Scotty's is the place, man. Their breakfast. Under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Powell still up by 2 scores, 16-0. Wheeler once again with the run, gets inside the 10,
Nice
cuts
move
it up 5, gets forced out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. It's going to be first down and goal Panthers from the 4 with 18 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Quick feet. Nice move to the outside. I believe BJ's got our man Josh Reed down on the sidelines here at the quarter break.
Yep, the new athletic director there for the Clinton Dragons. We'll be getting an interview with him between quarters. So, once again, our fantastic sideline reporter, BJ Caldwell, and all the staff down there getting that lined up. Another handoff to Reed. He's going to be down at about the 2. Clock continues to run. That might be the end of the first quarter. I don't know if the Panthers are going to try to – no, it doesn't look like it. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Your score at the break, Powell 16, Clinton 0. Guys, it's kind of been one-sided. Let's see if the Dragons can bow their neck. But real quick, let's go down to the sideline to BJ for our interview.
Yes, I'm here with the athletic director. And we were talking about all the great things that are happening in the sports world at Clinton High School. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I tell you what, I wake up every day and I think what better way to spend my day than being a Dragon. I'd heard all the great things about Clinton High School, being at Clinton Middle School for the past 4.5 years, and every day is just a blessing. I love being with these kids. I love being working with my coaches. So right now, we've got some great things going. This football team is getting better every week. Coaches has got them working. The kids have bought in. The support's amazing. Volleyball team is having a heck of a year right now on top of the district. Our soccer ladies, they've had to endure some injuries here lately, but they're putting together a great season. They're fun to watch. Everybody should come out and watch them. And then, of course, we've got our golf team that's got their district championship on Monday, so I'm going to be going down to watch them. So much to do and so many great kids to spend my day with. It's phenomenal.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Coach, thank you so much for the interview, and good luck on Monday for our golf team. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job, BJ. We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to the trivia, BJ's Brain Buster or whatever, that we're going to have a little bit later in the game. So, also we do have a new cameraman down there working for BJ, I believe. It's going to be the great Jonathan Caldwell. He is married to BJ, so BJ, if you don't look good, it's Jonathan's fault.
Hey, Jonathan, that shot was a little wobbly. You need to work on it.
Handoff to inside.
He's down.
Nice.
He's down.
They did cut him down. It's going to be third and
right
goal.
again.
Oh, he got a great spot though. No, okay, they did better. Okay.
Third down.
I was
and goal
looking at
from
the guy
2.
across. He looked like he was on the 1. I was like, that's not right.
Bo Wright getting some penetration there. He's made some key plays for the Dragons.
Was it third down?
That was second. This is third. See if the Dragons can stop them one more time. Wheeler gets the ball.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he is kept out of the end zone
Elijah
once
Davidson
again.
getting inside.
Well, look for Powell to go for it here, though. 4th and goal from the 1.
I like what I'm seeing from the Dragons. They're starting to get some penetration.
I'm
Get
telling
close.
you, their
Stepping up.
defense, like last week, they had kind of a rough start. Past 2 drives, though, or 2 or 3 drives, the Dragons' defense has really started to step up.
This would be huge. They stop them and keep them out of the end zone right here on this 4th down play.
Kind of feels like a momentum shift there a little
You
bit,
feel
doesn't
like
it?
they'd run the tush push here.
Well, I mean, when your quarterback's
Yeah.
230 pounds.
Oh. Touchdown by Powell, number 3 for them, Fabian Niwo.
Say that again?
Niwo, Neiwoh. Powell now takes a 3-score lead.
Duxbury on to attempt the point after.
And if you would hear the sounds of Rocky Top in the background, that is Powell's fight song. We're not in Norman, Oklahoma, getting ready for the game tomorrow. This is
The Fighting Heupels.
They kicked that one.
so they do have a kicker.
Let me
Powell's up 23-0. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. How bad does Tennessee beat Oklahoma tomorrow? While we got a break.
Since we're on a break, we can talk about it real quick. Here's the thing. I don't think Tennessee has played a defense as good as Oklahoma has.
Yeah, but their offense can't score.
But let me finish. But Oklahoma's not played an offense as good as Tennessee has. Tennessee's offense is better than Oklahoma's defense, and I think Tennessee's defense is better than Oklahoma's offense. I think Tennessee wins. I think Heupel tries to run it up as much as possible. I'm gonna give
I think
it.
he's gonna go for 100. I don't think.
I think it'll be something like 45-14. I think Oklahoma will get the first touchdown.
42-17. Yeah.
All right. BJ says 38-17. I'm gonna go 45-14.
Yeah, I said 42-17.
Okay.
I've said that all week.
Give me.
Duxbury kicking off for the Panthers.
Darren, you gonna be contrarian and go Oklahoma?
Lord, no. 42-20 balls.
49-21.
Roses are red. Dallas just did the gritty, but it doesn't matter. Balls by 50. Dallas just hit the gritty. Powell kicks it off again.
Lake City bound. Smokey's a hound. Sooners going down. Falls by 50.
Okay. Trying to stretch it out there. I like it. Throwing Lake City in there.
Always nice.
Sorry. Coal Creek, Rocky Top, Lake City.
Beautiful and spacious Lake City.
So 10 and a half minutes left to go here in the first half. Powell up 23-0 over the Dragons.
Dragons with the ball in play. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Deep ball
throwing
here.
it deep into
Little
double
long.
coverage. Got to get some more air under that if you're going to give your guy a chance. But there was 2 Panthers back there trying to get Maddox involved.
Was that a quarterback change?
No, it's number 5, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Okay. I thought maybe we had.
Four wideouts. Maddox up to the top. Handoff. Was that Davidson?
Is that a face mask?
No, that's number 6.
What do you have by the jersey, the pads?
I think they have him by the pads.
Oh, Donovan Pinnock. That's the first time I think he's carried it that I remember seeing. Davidson back in, looks like at running back. Second down and 8 for the Dragons. Snap was a little low. Gets it out one more time.
Ooh.
Maddox is looking for pass interference there.
Powell's Head
How's
coach
coach
being
ain't happy
restrained by,
The host of Powell Panthers.
I guess. I think he was wanting a little offensive interference.
I'll give it to him. His first year at Powell, back at Powell, because, he was their coach previously and left them
Right.
and came back. He made ESPN.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, for running the sidelines. You didn't see that?
I didn't see it. Man, another 3 and out there for the Panthers, or for the Dragons.
Easy, fellas. Let's keep it cool.
Starting to get a little bit chippy down there.
I mean, Clinton's offense just hasn't been there the night like it was.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the defense is kind of starting to wake up a little bit. They're holding it together.
They're doing what they can, but they've spent
that's
so
what I'm
much
saying,
time out on the field.
Yeah,
You know they've got to start to be worn down. They're trying everything that they can. I'm telling you, this defense has really impressed me, the improvement from last year to this year.
Yeah. Ooh, big blitz, just missed him.
Over the middle, caught by number 7 at the 40, makes the guy miss. He's at the 30, 20, cuts back across the field, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers. I don't see any laundry on the field, but that's going to give the Panthers a 29-0 lead over the Dragons with 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the first half.
You know what makes football such a great game is that really it is a game of inches. We blitzed off the edge there and nearly had the quarterback for a 7-8 yard loss. Miss him, he steps up, completes a pass, you miss a tackle, and then you give up the 49-yard touchdown pass.
Kick is up, and it is good. Right now, Rockwood is up on Oliver Springs, 7-0. Other scores of interest: Anderson County leads Seymour in the first half, 35-0.
I'm sorry? 35-0?
Yes.
In the first half.
Yeah.
The first quarter.
The first quarter. Wow.
Little shades of Tennessee versus Kent State there.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll bring you more scores of interest as we're able to find them.
The good thing is after this game in Seymour, you're not too far away from the Peddlers, so you could just drive on up and get a salad bar and a nice
steak.
Nice steak right there in Gatlinburg.
Dragons look to receive this.
Well, I know this sounds like empty promises, but this is not if this score remains the same, this is not the end of the world for Clinton. This is not a regional game. Next week, however, they're playing Oak Ridge, I believe. If they can win that one, and I think they're playing them at Blankenship. If they can win that one,
it's at home.
Is it at home?
Yeah, they played them. They played them last year at Blankenship, and then in the playoff game when they beat Oak Ridge, it was at Blankenship as well.
Well, if they can win that one, that would put the Dragons 2-0 in their region with their win over Campbell County. That would put them in the catbird seat. So, I mean, yeah.
Scott County's in their district too, ain't they? I think they are.
I think it's Lenore City, Oak Ridge, Clinton, and Campbell County. But
okay, I was wrong.
It is a Blankenship.
Yeah,
I mean, next week would be a huge game. If Clinton could win that, beat them at Blankenship, that would put them in the catbird seat for the region.
And next week we will.
Hey, can we?
There's a flag.
There we go.
Out of bounds. That's going to be 15 yards. That's going to be a first
down.
Clinton does have a new quarterback in, number 9, Camden Nelson.
Nelson in at quarterback now. But next week we will be doing the Anderson County game. We will be here live on ACTV with that. But for you Clinton faithful, if you are wanting to watch your Dragons play, next week I believe that one is the Clinton Oak Ridge game is going to be on some friends of ours at BBB. So you can watch the Dragons there. So both Dragons and Mavericks will be on station television next week with Anderson County on ACTV and Dragons on BBB. Shout out to Brad and all the guys over at BBB. They do a good job over there, and we just want to let them know that, we still support them as well. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield.
There's another
flag.
And so the thing about us here at ACTV is we're a nonprofit. We don't charge for ads or anything like that. So we do our games based off of what other people are not doing. So we try to avoid any type of conflict with BBB or any of the Knoxville stations. If they are going to televise a game, we try to avoid those games. Number one, they're already on TV, and the whole reason that we're here is to, promote the kids and everything like that. So if they're already on TV other places, we're not going to interfere with their broadcast. So what we try to do is the whole reason we're here is just to promote the kids, football players, band members. That's why we try to get as many people to do interviews on sidelines during the games as possible. The whole reason we're here is just to support the kids, support the schools, support the community, and that's what we're about. We don't want to interfere with anybody's livelihood or anything like that. This is something that we do just for the kids.
100% certain Coach Hammock having in this timeout is telling the guys, do not lose your head.
Or he's telling them to fight back.
Well, no, they've got two. They've gotten two 15-yard penalties this drive.
And Lee, to your point,
to
your point, Lee, we also wanted to give Ginger, a few nights off, Friday nights off during the fall, and so we give our uncle here a little, something to do. Yeah.
Y'all walk me in here and set me down and remind me what everyone's name is and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
We're going to start wearing name tags next week.
That'd be great.
And you see his cup on the table every time, just to let you all know that is filled with Ensure, just so he can keep his calcium up.
Boost.
Hand off to Elijah, and he's taking down the
back. I'm going to have to talk to Ryan Sutton after this game. If this ageism continues, I'm going to have to file suit against ACTV.
We love you, Darren.
I'm going to start out my complaint with out of an abundance of caution.
But once again, that's why we're here. It's just for the kids, for the students. We love doing these games. And any chance we get to promote Clinton High School, Anderson County High School, we're going to do that. So Clinton drops back. He's trying to find something downfield. Makes a pass, tipped up.
Oh. Well, there's going to be a flag.
There's a flag.
Is that going to be pass interference? That could be another big penalty for the Dragons.
That's a nice arm strength there by Camden Nelson. He was on scrambling, moving to his left, chucked that ball 30, 35 yards down the field on the run.
I have to give a shout out to that reffing in the Jordan cleats.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the Jordan 3 cleats. That's impressive.
Looks like he could still strap it up and play a little bit too. He's holding against the Panthers. That's declined.
Targeting?
Yeah.
Was it? I didn't see.
So is the kid?
Maybe it was a late hit against the quarterback.
Maybe.
So somebody will be out for the next half.
Yeah.
He'll get to start the next week.
Dragons move into Panther territory.
Panthers have really shot themselves in the foot on this defensive possession, or on Clinton's drive this time.
Keeper.
He ain't got anywhere to go.
Nelson over Gary.
Powell had 4 defenders in the backfield before he could turn the corner. For Nelson could turn the corner. That's a little tough to overcome. It's one thing to make one man miss. It's another thing to make 4 men miss.
Second down for the Dragons.
Second down and about 14 now for the Dragons.
95 and 99 are big boys.
Yeah, they are. Pull in an extra blocker there.
I mean, you also got to think, too.
Gets out to around the 40.
It's got-
Do what?
Also, you got to think, a few years ago when I was in school, Powell had the #1 D tackle in the nation, Walter Nolan, that went to Texas A&M and then transferred to Ole Miss this year.
Yeah, that's debatable.
According to everybody, ESPN, and then he was #1.
So here come the Dragons. It's going to be 3rd down and about 9, I believe. And that's going to be an interception.
Nelson's pass incomplete.
They mark it incomplete or an
Yeah,
interception?
they said it bounced off the turf. What I heard is incomplete.
Personal foul. Referee quarterback call against the Panthers.
Looks like Powell has another personal foul.
Wow.
Powell's just going to give.
I mean, you can't get a touchdown off a penalty, but you can get on. You can
You get down to 5.
You can get in. Yeah. I mean, these are 15-yard chunks at a time.
And then the pass interference, which was 10. I think it's just 10 in high school, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I think it's 15 too, ain't it?
What is it?
Pass interference in high school?
It's so in high school it's from the previous spot.
Right.
In college it's from the spot of the
Right.
foul. And pros is that way too.
Touchdown Dragons.
Which I think that's too generous in the pros.
Dragons, I think, have gotten
If
there.
you get 140 yards down the field.
Nice.
Nice hole.
I think the Dragons have got their 4th first down this drive.
Camden Nelson's kind of stepped up for the Dragons here, even though they got a lot of penalties. But
Keeper on the stop.
Yeah, it looks like, according to our sideline reporter, BJ, the quarterback on that last play that was incomplete where they got the penalty, he was knocked down, which was fair, but then it was a taunting, standing over him type play, according to what she was reporting. Another handoff to
Nice.
Davidson,
Good
spins.
hole there.
He's just not able to spin out of those
I'll tell you what.
tackles like he was
They
able
can,
to last
as
week.
long as it gets me 15 yards, they can taunt me all they want.
yeah,
It don't hurt me.
Yeah, taunting's different than
you're not going to
a
embarrass
late
me. I
hit or-
promise you.
You stand over top of me and say whatever you want, big boy, as long as I'm getting 15 yards.
I gotta give Clinton credit. They're running a lot of quick handoffs, and they're getting holes, but Powell's pursuit
Powell's
closes
just- yeah.
them up quick. I mean, you look at it and you go, "There's 7 yards," and it ends up being 4.
Throws it to the outside.
Nice catch.
Gets
By
down to
number-
around the 15.
By #1,
To Hayden.
Young.
Braylon Hayden.
Braden Hayden.
Oh, was it Brandon? Oh, that's him. Yeah, Brandon.
And Dragons get another first down.
What was this, taunting?
No,
No,
this
that
one
was
was
the
actually.
actual first down.
First down. Oh, I thought you said they should have another flag. I
No,
was-
another first down.
Ball on the 15.
I'm about to say if they hurried up and snapped it, one was on an island.
Throws it up to the corner. Oh, out of bounds. Great catch, great concentration. Just wasn't able to come down in bounds.
Yeah, that's a nice throw for Camden. Just a little left.
Well, evidently Camden actually had a standout game Tuesday during the JV game, and I believe he may have earned some playing time tonight because of the way that he played there.
Just a sophomore.
Again, some great information sent over to us from our sideline reporter. Really doing work down there,
I
BJ.
wonder if she knows how many quarters he played.
We'll see if she can find that out. Cuts back up the middle. Picks up about 3. It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 for the Dragons.
Stewart on the stop for the Panthers. 3rd down, Dragons.
Dragons have to get down around the 5-yard line to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to be a little encouraging. You can get a first. You don't have to score. 4:25 to go until halftime.
Drops back, throws up to the corner. Wide open. Touchdown, Dragons! Riker Arms with the catch in the corner of the end zone.
I wanted to bring back just the old handshake.
Good play. Dragons get on the scoreboard here with 4 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. That's what they needed. They needed that drive. The defense needed the drive in order to get off the field.
Yeah, get a rest.
And now they can come back out, do another drive, and then you get to go to halftime. That defense is getting a much-needed break.
I didn't see how that play developed in the bottom corner there, but
it looked like a wheel route with the H coming out.
Keep it.
Nice.
Keep it.
Good
There you
2-point
go.
conversion is good. Dragons 8, Powell 30. Excellent play design right there. He just got to the outside and ran to the pylon.
As the great John Ward would say, the sophomore making things happen for the Dragons.
If Clinton could get one more quick stop and one more score going in the half, that'd be really, really good for coming out of halftime.
Now, Dragons did take the ball first, so Powell does get the ball after half as well. Just as a reminder for those watching at home.
And the millions and millions watching around the world. The hundreds. The 100. The Bruce Buffer.
But, you know, now they did get helped out quite a bit with some penalties on that drive, but that's the best looking drive that the Dragons have had tonight.
Well, you know, I mean, if your opponent's going to play some undisciplined football, you certainly take advantage of it.
Onside kick. Onside kick.
Hey, they're not up by 30.
Onside kick.
Kick is up.
Pooch kick.
A little short. Number 11 gets it taken down by number 13 for the Dragons.
Bo
Wright. Somebody from Powell's down. Referee timeout for the injured Panther. All right, let's see if we can find some scores for you right now.
42-0 Anderson County in the second quarter. We've got them against Carter next week. And then I believe, unless I'm wrong, It's the Anderson County Clinton game the week after that at Anderson County.
October 4th, that's right before, that's the Friday before fall break starts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that'll be our last game for a few weeks until we come back in November for another Anderson County game, I believe. So we've got 2 at Anderson County, 2 at Clinton, and then the Anderson County and Clinton game, no matter where it's at. Which I'm glad that they brought that rivalry, that game back.
The Powell student section is pretty colorful tonight.
Yeah, they got some red, white, and blue going on over there.
The alphabet.
Brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
What does that say?
I was trying to piece it together earlier and I couldn't.
There's some letters there that are pretty close together that make me nervous.
Yeah.
FCC, here we come.
Rogers holds it.
Play action. Oh, throwing way deep.
That should be a hold over
What
there,
an arm.
too. Yeah.
That was a heck of an arm. Stops the clock. Brings up second down.
Let's see what we can find here.
Wheeler on the give.
Good stop there by the Dragons.
Tackle
Yep.
for loss.
Yeah, those pulling guards are slow. If you can get a linebacker to stay on one of their hips,
Yeah.
when they pull, if you can time it right, they blow that up in the backfield every time.
Hero leads the Dragon tackler. Third down.
And they're wearing gloves, so you can't see how light they're touching the ground. Because normally if their knuckles are white, they're putting a lot of pressure, so they're coming forward.
Oh.
Nice gain there by Rogers.
Is that a first?
Yeah, I think so. What was that documentary? I think it was just a podcast. Julia Edelman was talking about the different color gloves they would wear.
So
they
yeah,
would-
it was his podcast.
yeah. Talk about how they would like wear.
Belichick got mad at him because he wore red gloves so his mom could see him.
Yeah, but no, there's the one.
Throw a quick out. He's got those Deion Sanders cleats on out there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Greatest coach there ever was.
I feel like those would be heavy to wear.
I know the old ones were. I think I had a pair back in the day.
Design Jackson with the catch. That's a cool name. First down for the Panthers.
Hand off to Wheeler. He gets out past the 40, turns it up, 35.
Nice patience, waiting on his block to develop out there on the outside.
Runs out to about the 34-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by Maddox.
There ain't no time to come out. Quit tapping your helmet. You strap it up and go again.
Timeout called by the Dragons. 2:40 left to go here in the second quarter. Your score, Powell 30, Dragons 8. Let's see here. Who should we try to look up to try to find some of the scores in the area, Jared?
I'm sorry?
Who do you think we should? Where do you think we should look
5-star.
up? 5-star.
Wow.
Maryville
Science
losing.
Hill beating Maryville 14-9.
If you wish to nominate somebody for the Clinton High School Hall of Fame,
That looks good for Clinton going down the road with Lenoir City trailing Campbell County.
Yeah.
And Wildcat doing Wildcat things. Oak Ridge up 28-0 over McMinn. So here come the Panthers. Second down and short. Wheeler gets the ball, picks up the first down, gets inside the 30. Tripped up by number 51 there for the Dragons, Xander Huffman. Also, Morristown East trailing at Jefferson County Patriots, 14-7.
Jeffco.
Another quick pass out.
Hello. Welcome to Clinton.
Who was that DB to
Number
make that
18.
play?
Trey Hall.
Excellent play there by Hall to read that and come up and make that stop.
Yeah.
You know, the hit last week from Jackson Harold kind of picked up. I mean, it would be nice to see the defense pick up, get a little momentum, a little energy.
And just as a reminder, at halftime, we will bring you both bands' halftime performances. Then we'll come back. We'll probably have an interview or two from BJ. Throws it down the. Oh, almost a catch there. But we'll bring both bands. Then we'll come back and probably have an interview. BJ will probably have an interview with somebody there.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been a great. That was a great shot there.
Dun-dun-dun,
That would have been a Sports Center highlight. But so stay tuned during halftime. Again, as we try to promote these kids and these programs as much as we possibly can here on ACTV Sports.
Third down, Panthers.
Morristown West trailing Greenville
35
to 3.
Quick pass.
Another quick out inside the 20 down to about the 15. It's going to be
Enough
about the
for the
16,
first.
but it should be enough for a first down for the Panthers.
Falling forward, never a bad thing.
First down, Panthers.
Jared, if Powell scores here, do they go for 2 to get that 30-point lead?
Yes. Because in the second half, as long as
Oh,
you.
nice stop.
There's a ball out. The ball's out.
I think he got it back.
Oh. Yeah, as long as you have a 30-point lead in the second half, there's a continuous running clock.
Drops to his backfield.
Rogers getting up a little ginger there.
Timeout, Panthers.
Panthers take a timeout. Dragons front 7 get to him on that one.
Yeah. Nice pressure.
I'm telling you, that one that they called earlier where he was down, said he didn't fumble earlier, that was a heartbreaker right there. I really think that he had fumbled that ball, Powell. See what Coach Hammock draws up here. I love the coaching I see going on right there. All those coaches out there just coaching up their players. I'm telling you, this has a different feel to it than it's had in quite a while.
I like the pink and
15.
blue cleats. I'm digging those.
Oh, big blitz. You got to wrap it
Oh,
up there.
you got to get him.
I mean, in his defense, the dude's 250 pounds.
Oh, you got to catch that.
I mean, he gained 20 pounds since the game started.
Kingston is up on Scott County 21-7.
There's some of Clinton's finest.
Third down, be a big stop here. With the distance, would you go for it if you're Powell?
Yep.
Or would you kick?
Nope.
Their kicker probably can make it, though.
There you go. There you
Hold
go.
him
Get some
nice.
help. Get some
Nice.
help. Nice penetration there by
Roger
Elijah
Deuce
Davidson.
is slow to get up once again.
They want a late hit call. They're not going to get it. Just because it's your quarterback.
That might be the end of the half.
No, Clinton called a timeout, I think.
Injured player down.
This is a very physical football game. It's getting physical.
Can't see that number.
2, I believe.
Davidson?
Mm-hmm.
Principal Harrell out there to check on him as well.
Got a hip flexor, maybe.
Once again, thank you all for joining us here on
Hey, there's
ACTV.
a pediatrician there tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on ACTV Sports as we bring you live football action. Dragons playing host to the Powell Panthers. Hopefully he's up and he's walking off on his own, so that's awesome. But once again, we're getting close to halftime. At halftime, we will bring you both band performances in their entirety. And probably maybe an interview or two if we can get some lined up. But thank you all so much for watching here our Friday Night Football on ACTV. And it looks like Powell is lining up to kick the field goal. Number 21 to hold.
Nope.
Snap. The
Kick
hold.
is
The kick.
good. Up and it is
Wow.
good.
39
Knocks it
yards.
through.
He's got a pretty good leg.
33-8 Powell. Nice kick there by the Panthers.
That's a big victory for the Dragons.
Yeah.
So they held him out of the end zone, forced him to kick a field goal. But it's still a 25-point lead for Powell. And Powell does get the ball starting the second half. Jared, what are your thoughts here on the first half? I think it's been a tale of two quarters. I think Clinton's played
I'll
much
be
better
honest
in
with
the
you.
second.
I agree with that statement 100%. I think Clinton came out a little timid. Their first 3 plays from the line of offensive plays besides the punt were negative plays. Special teams hasn't been great. Defense, the defensive line has played a little soft. I think that as long as if they're not able to at least get to the quarterback some with a 3 or 4 man rush, then they've got, they'll have all day back there to.
Right. But the second quarter has been much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Clinton, their
Especially
defense.
their defense. I mean, their offense had that one drive that was helped out by some penalties, but their defense has really stood up stronger here in the second half.
Yeah, I
second
think they've seen some things they can take courage from, take some confidence from, move it into the second half.
I'm encouraged. That was a touchback.
Yep.
They let it go in the end zone.
Dallas, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Like I said, the offense has been a little slow tonight. I mean, they did have the one good drive with some penalties, but I mean, I think Camden stepped out there and kind of stepped up to the occasion. But I think coming out of half, I think you really need to get your offense going and honestly really get your defense to rest. I mean, they've been out in the field most of the night, and then they've made some crucial stops. So,
you know, I like the swagger the new quarterback is playing with too. He's really got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
So,
he's slinging the ball around pretty
sometimes that freedom opens you up to play a little more loose.
Right.
Yeah.
Only a 3-man front, and Clinton still can't get the running game going. And that might be the last play of the first half.
I'd say it's one of those situations where you run that first play to see if you get anything positive.
If you get a chunk.
Yeah, and then you look at it, but I'll probably just let this one run out, go in the locker room, 33-8.
And that is your halftime score. 33-8, the visiting Powell Panthers lead your home Clinton Dragons. Guys, thank you all so much for watching the first half. We kind of wrapped it up and everything for you right there. Dragons do get some momentum here in the second half. Defensively, they played much better. Offensively, they sustained a drive and was able to punch it in. So great job by them. But that's going to take it to half. We are going to step away for a few minutes while the band performs, and we'll be back close to second half. Thank you all so much for watching us here at ACTV. Right now, halftime, Powell 33, Dragons 8. We're going down to the field to go to the bands. Thank you, everybody.
Jana and Phil James, Legends event photo. Melinda and Ronnie Bimstein, Fred and Teresa Holtzclaw, Rosam's Easy to Phil and Effie Tipton, LB and Dolores Crowley, Kenny and Gail Cook, Jim and Cheryl Hunter, Stacy Taylor, Hammocks, Memorial United Methodist Church, VL and Pat Stunkscipher, Tom and Nancy Thrasher, Josh Yanker, Phil and Julian, El Tapame, Scott's Hot Rods and Customs, Crystal Springs, Tim and Billy Powers, Keith and Alicia James Coleman, Matt and Lauren James, Sutton and Deanne Kay, SET Guns and Range, Petros Chili and Chips and Oak Ridge, Protomet, Matchett Constructions, Karen and Robert Meredith, Michelle Salon, Backstage Salon, Performance Truck, and Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. These are the 2024 sponsors of the Clinton High School Band. Thanks to them and their support for the Clinton High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2024 Clinton High School Marching Band. Directors are Matt Binstein and Ezekiel Schloss, with assistance from Luke Warren. The color guard instructor is Chantel Fleming. The band is under the field direction of Leah Hernandez and Emily Wagner. The 2024 Clinton High School Marching Band presents Out of the Woods. Tonight's soloists are Isabella Rice and Reagan Cronin. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you the award-winning Clinton High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clinton High School Marching Band. Tomorrow, the Clinton River Band Festival will be here at the Clinton Field beginning at 10 a.m. The Clinton Band will perform at roughly 9:45 p.m. tomorrow night. 28 high school bands will be performing here tomorrow. If you like band music, come out and support the bands tomorrow beginning at 10 a.m. The Clinton River Band Festival here at the Clinton Field. Once again, the Clinton Band will be performing at roughly 9:45. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Powell High School Marching Panther Band. This year's show is brought to you by our sponsors at the Home Depot and Mercury Engraving. Thank you for your support. The directors are Andrew Smith and Mark Criswell. Additional staff includes Spencer Cassidy, Maggie Kirkland, Zach Todd, Skylar Whitehouse, Anika Blackburn, Philip Kikaita, Brooke Dewey, Chip Lima, Hugh Lindsay, and Jared Schaefer. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Eli Lamb and Brewer Mooney. The band captain is Philip Pintock. This year's show is entitled Black Swan. Musical selections include works by Tchaikovsky and Sia. Tonight's soloists are Michael Fletcher and Eli Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Powell High School Marching Panther Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Powell High School Panther Marching Band.
Obviously, Powell gets the ball first, but when he gets the ball back, what do you think is going to be kind of the game plan here in the second half down there? So what goes on up here? Just what you do. Recording. Thank you very much. All right, I'm not young.
Coach, first quarter started off a little slow, and then second quarter you really seemed to get your momentum.
We finally got a little juice, got a little fight back in us the last 5 minutes of the second quarter. I was a little disappointed with that at first. We're known to be fighters. That's what I told them. I said, guys, we didn't come out punching first, and we're just taking it from them. We got to fight. So ugly half of football, but good stop at the end, bow her back, get a field goal. Got us a good score. We had to make a little switch up just to change some things. I'm trying to be cognizant, too, of next week. I want to make sure we go into Oak Ridge injury-free as well. So non-region matchup, just a lot of things going through my head right now. The competitor wants to just stay in it and roll. We're going to see how it happens here in the third quarter, and then try to make a good business decision for next week and go from there.
All right. Well, good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Okay. I'm ready for the brain buster.
Whoever gets the most throughout the season, what do we win?
Bragging rights.
Me and Jared are tied at the top.
I like Lee's offer.
Okay, so who holds the record for the most receptions in a season, and how many receptions does he have?
Oh, man, you're going to get us on
Larry
how many.
Sievers.
It's not Larry. I think
No,
it's Weston.
Probably Shepard.
I think it's Weston. Weston was a running back, but I still think Weston had it, didn't he?
Hazelhurst?
Yeah, he was running back.
He was a running back.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make sense.
No, he's quarterback.
Larry Sievers is a good answer, but I don't think.
No.
I don't think that would be it. They didn't play that style of football.
You know,
back
it's
then.
funny. You're calling me out. No, you weren't even alive when Larry.
No, but when I was at Clinton, if you'd walk in the field house, they had all the records on the wall.
In his defense, I wasn't either.
Well, that's true. I guess I'm the only person on the couch, BJ, that was breathing air when Larry Sievers played.
I don't think any of us had it. What's the answer there, BJ?
Is it Die? Is it Die? I'm gonna go Jonathan Dye.
It is not. It's Drake Powell.
Oh my God.
yeah.
That's a good. I didn't even think about
I
him.
forgot about him, yeah.
You know, hey BJ, I've got a little bird.
And he had
that,
90. Oh.
Go ahead. 90 what?
Battery.
He had 94 receptions. 94 receptions.
Awesome.
You know, BJ, I had a little bird that told me that the professor of footballology may have been the one to tip you off with that question.
He actually had another one, and he had a different question, And I chose to use this question because I felt like Dallas may have gotten his question.
I
but I can ask it.
I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, give us
So,
that other
so
one,
you're
too.
moving Dallas into the first chair here. I see. You thought
See,
Dallas was gonna
Drake.
He's a little bit older.
Drake just got back from
Yes.
serving in the military. He's back in Clinton. He served 3 or 4 years in the military.
Cool.
And he went to train with the Navy SEALs, I think. But he's back in Clinton.
Nice.
Yep. Couple years.
All right, what's that second question, BJ, whenever you get it? Nice little return for Powell.
Yeah, what is Clinton's longest winning streak in school history?
Oh, I don't know that one either. Hold on.
I'm going to go.
Ball out.
Yes!
There you go.
Good job, Dragons.
When the brakes go your way, right?
I mean, it had to be.
Put on more steam.
It has to be that 92 season.
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
has
say- I was
to
gonna
be.
say
Yeah,
the
but it
91.
probably went back into
91.
91.
Well, not if they
It
lost in the
could've.
playoffs in 91.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I think it's
So
got
it
to
could
be
have gone
92.
into 93, though.
No,
it
because
could be
they
like
lost.
They lost,
50s.
so I guess 11 games.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 14, the playoff.
I'm going to go 17 games. What's the record?
Or 14 would be the right answer.
Yeah.
21.
Oh!
When was that?
1936.
You know, the professor did not give me the years.
You need to go
I
chastise
say that was not
him
when I was
severely.
there.
Dragons drop back.
Yeah.
Nice
throw.
reception inside the 25.
Yep.
He's going to be spun down right at the 25-yard line.
So
You
that
know
was
what's
a
funny? I
huge
know,
play
I
right
know
there.
Coach Hammock is dealing with his competitive juices because he comes out and he's saying, got to make a business decision next week. Second
Come up
play,
with
you
a
get a
turnover.
turnover, and now you're
in
you know,
positive territory.
Absolutely.
Nah, you got to go for the win.
That's right. Let's poke this in and see what happens.
I mean, come on.
Thank you, BJ. Those were great questions. We really appreciate it. But, yeah, Dragons inside or right at the 25-yard line. Oh, it looked like
Oh,
a
great
play.
keeper.
Give him a block. Give him a block.
It's a bad.
Busted play, but
Yeah.
he's trying to make something happen. Could have been much worse.
Got a few positive yards there. 1, 2.
I like the attitude of the quarterback. He stands up, he looks at his guys, he goes, that's on me. He took the ownership of it and spun the wrong direction to do the handoff, tried to make something out of nothing. But I like the ownership that he took there.
Third down and 8.
Seven. Or 8, yeah. Third down and long.
Nice pass by Camden.
There you
Nelson.
go.
20.
Get that first down.
Gets out to about the 18.
Number,
Pass complete. There is a
0.
flag on the play.
Maybe move a chain.
No.
Will Young.
I think it was number 1.
I think, are they going to be short?
Oh,
There's a laundry.
Oh, no.
Going to be holding. Well, that's the area of it.
Well, and that's where the Mr. Referee
Pass was
walked it off.
complete to Young. The down remains third.
It'd be like a 48-yard field goal from there.
Rolls out.
Oh.
He
Sack.
rocked back to chuck it and paused.
Dunn leads the Panther tacklers. Brings up fourth down.
That's going to be 4th and long for the Dragons.
Looks like
I mean, you're kind of in no man's land here.
Playing
I wouldn't have been surprised if he went for it.
I think they're going to try to pin him deep. Make Powell go the length of the field.
This will be the worst field position Powell's had tonight.
Absolutely.
Good punt. And there's whistles on the field.
We do have a flag on the play. Preliminary signal is offside against the Panthers.
All right.
if he didn't get sacked, he'd had the first.
Huh?
The holding.
Yeah, oh, it was.
It was holding.
But
I
he
mean,
did get the sack too,
Yeah,
yeah.
the sack didn't help, but yeah.
Remains fourth down.
Good punt. Pin them deep here.
Angles it a little bit.
Get a good roll.
Oh,
he touched
it.
Who's got it? Who's got it?
Looks like Clinton. No, I think Powell's got it.
Signal is Powell football. Dragons almost got another big one right there.
They did.
Hollowell recovers the punt.
So Powell will take over about 14, maybe 13 and a half.
So the Powell Panthers take over 1st and 10 from the 13.5-yard line, almost the 14. They run a dive play up the middle. Good stop by the Dragons there.
We've got Jackson Harold on the stop.
Lewa on the carry. Hudgens on the stop for the Dragons.
Play action. Gets in there.
Got past the
picked up the first down, but
Pass complete to Williams. Forced out of bounds.
good tackle there in the open field. Pushed him out of bounds.
I kind of thought Powell may come out with some new look, fresh players in the second half, but not so. They've got their starters out there.
Oh, fumble.
He picked it up.
Good night. He just turned the fumble into a 3-yard gain.
Lewa picks up the errant fumble.
Niwa. Looks like Niwa is getting an earful from Coach. Number 22, Kiefer in at running back.
He
Senior.
gets the handoff around to the side, gets pushed out of bounds. May have picked up 2 yards. Nice open field tackle, forcing him out of bounds. 3rd down and about 4 for the Panthers.
3rd down for the Panthers.
Riker Arms with the shove out of bounds.
You know, after the first quarter of this game, you kind of felt like this might be a boat race, but, you know, Clinton's really kind of stepped up in the last quarter and a half and making a game of it.
Hard.
Costly penalty. That'll be a 1st down.
Yep.
Dragons assist 5 yards or offside. Is up for a Panther 1st down.
Deuce Rogers he's only a junior.
Yeah.
Got another year of eligibility.
Hand off it. Picks up about 6.
Jackson Harold with a tackle. Jackson just looks like a middle linebacker.
He does.
Like if you walk down the street and saw him, he's a middle linebacker. Man, those guys are big.
Yeah, they are. Those are some big
Yeah, the
dudes
running
on
back
line.
got bigger, 22. I think he's bigger than number 3.
You got 3 receivers to the top of your screen.
A bunch set.
Oh.
Wide open.
Oh, good
Good
tackle.
open field tackle.
Heck yeah. Who was
Number
it? 18?
18 for
Trey
the
Hall. He was the one that had the hard stick earlier in the game, in the first
Trey
half.
Hall on the stop for the Dragons. 1st down, Panthers.
Panthers get the ball down to Dragons' side of the field, inside the 35-yard line, down to about the 34.
Keeper. There you go. Wrap him up, Bo Rye. got around those legs, picked him up, and drove.
Yeah, and he had a couple of helpers come in there at the end.
Well, as Mr. Rogers told us, always look for the helpers.
Mr. Rogers is who was just tackled.
Not that Mr. Rogers.
Oh. Won't you be my neighbor?
That Mr. Rogers.
Handoff inside once again.
Keeper carry.
Spun down.
Blue Kiefer.
Bo right in the middle of it again.
Davidson leads the Dragon tacklers. Third down, Powell.
Third down for the Panthers. Third and about 5.
I don't like the size cushion they're giving them over there.
Especially on third and short.
Yep.
Or intermediate. It's not really short. But
I mean, that's a little screen play over there to the...
timeout called by the Panthers. Your score, 5:33 left to go here in the third. Powell 33, Clinton 8.
Tip of the cap to the Dragons defensive line. It's hard to stay in the crouch that long. Those guys were down in the ready position for quite a while.
Yeah, your lactic acids start to build up.
Indeed. Here comes the biology class.
And then you start cramping.
All that.
Got to take them sodium pills.
And don't forget to eat your bananas.
Drink your water.
Isn't that what they used to give you back in your day, sodium pills?
Are you kidding? They gave us the banana.
Oh.
Score of interest fourth quarter, Mavericks 49, Seymour Eagles 12.
Methinks there's a running clock out in Seymour.
Yeah, it's the game's definitely sped up.
Third down, Panthers as we resume play.
Powell comes out.
They are kind of
Three
giving
at
them
the
a
top.
big cushion there on the right side.
Look. Oh.
Rogers
There you
keeps
go.
it.
He carries
And
it
they
like
got
a
him.
loaf of bread.
If he wants to keep running it, let him know how you play football.
Short.
Yep, they still, it's 4th and 5.
On the stop for the Dragons.
I like that. The Dragons tackling in mass. Showing up in the backfield angry.
So what is a group of dragons?
I'm sure that could be Googled. I don't.
Well, I mean, geese are a gaggle.
The crows are a murder.
Is that really?
Yeah.
True? Man, we should be the crows.
Handoff inside.
Oh, wide open.
First down.
Strip it.
Williams on the reception.
Shout out to our camera guy Sam there. Getting some good.
Oh, I thought he was going to tell us what dragons were.
Oh, no.
Dragons.
A group of dragons is called a thunder.
Now, how about that?
Thunder of
Bring the
dragons.
thunder.
Somebody needs to pass that along to Mr. Gann. He can make a field day with that.
I mean, right? You need to let Sleepy know what a
Group of dragons
group
is.
of dragons is.
Sleepy might be the only person in town that actually knew that.
Tackle made by Bryson Maddox.
He may try to slip that in the next
Footballology.
footballology.
.343 left. Timeout on the field.
Yeah, the Powell Panthers has used a lot of this clock in this third quarter.
Yeah, I mean they're just trying to run clock.
Yeah.
I mean they've not really gone to the air much,
And is there 3 minutes or 8 minutes?
3:33.
Okay. Because I know part of the scoreboard sometimes out. But
Rogers takes the snap, looks to the corner.
a little high.
Rogers pass falls incomplete.
Clock stops on the incompletion.
Jackson, the intended receiver. Third down, Panthers.
Third down for Powell. He's tripped up inside the 5. See where they mark him.
Newall the carry. Go right leads the Dragons tackle. First down and goal.
Second down at the 6. So it's going to be first and goal Panthers from the 6.
You know, if I'm getting blown off the ball every play, my recommendation to this defensive line would be to submarine. Just make a big
try
pile.
to break it up.
Just make a big pile. Just, you know, don't let them push you back. Make a pile, make the running back run around you, and hopefully there's a linebacker there to clean it up.
Nice play by Maddox there, stringing that out, forcing him out of bounds.
Loss of 1. Another handoff inside.
Ooh, nice tackle.
It's going to be third and goal from the 5. Bo Wright in there once again.
Called his name a lot tonight.
Leads the Dragon tacklers.
Clock will probably run down to about 2 minutes when this ball's snapped.
Third down, Panthers.
False start.
Dead ball.
Yeah, back him up 5 yards. It'll be third and goal from the 10.
You're welcome. My eyes are quick. I think it was the left guard. He went to put his hand in the dirt, and they snapped the ball as he was putting his hand in the dirt.
So he's moving forward.
Yeah. He's been doing that quite a bit tonight. This is the first time they've called it. Yes! Oh. Come on, man.
Throws it across the middle.
He catch that? He caught that.
Touchdown, Powell. Wow.
Touchdown, Panthers.
I didn't even see him catch it.
Should have been a 5-yard loss.
You got to tip the cap to Rogers. There's been several times tonight Clinton's come in off the edge and got pressure.
He's made one little move.
Yeah, made a miss, shuffled to the left or right, or stepped up and made a throw.
Yeah, they have to break down and make those tackles. You can also do what's called falling off the cliff, where you kind of take yourself out of the play by getting too far in the backfield. You know, you really want to get to where the offensive line kind of started the play and work laterally.
Hand off inside, stretches it out.
Wow, he
22, Kiefer.
That makes the score Powell 41, Clinton 8.
He's a senior. That gets us into does that get us into a running clock situation?
On the kickoff.
It does.
Yep.
Well, as Coach Hammock was saying, next week's a big week for the Dragons.
So he might be making some game decisions here.
Business decision.
Traveled to Blankenship. Always nice to be in the shadow of Big Ed's Pizza when you're playing a ball game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no offense, but beats Little Caesars.
Yes. Well, who would that offend? Little Caesars?
Little Caesar. Pizza.
I'd probably go down to Blankenship and watch that one with my father-in-law calling the game up in the press box. If,
Cousin Guy?
Cousin Guy. If if we didn't have the Anderson County game next week. And who they're playing, Carter?
Carter.
Go on down there, Lee. You won't be missed.
Hoping we can, this will be, if we can get it worked out, this will be the first coaches show of the year with Coach Gillum.
Well, I know where you can find him. They rotate his coaches show during the week. You know, there's a car dealership and a restaurant.
But that's Tuesday night. That's the Davy Gillum show. This is different.
Oh, okay.
Here come the Dragons. 10, 15.
Oh, made a man miss.
Gets out past the 20.
Young on the return.
Tackled by a
Thunder.
whatever a Panther group is.
Oh, that I don't know.
A group of felines is normally called, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Time does stop right now with a dragon down on the field. I know it's a pride of Lions, but I don't know if it goes the same for Panthers or not.
A claw.
A claw of Panthers. Would that have to be like 4 or 5 or more?
Most likely it's just a mother and her kittens, but it's called a claw. Because Panthers are solitary creatures. Which is ironic to have a team called the Panthers.
Dude, we're the Maverick. It's Anderson County Mavericks. Mavericks kind of mean the same type thing.
But a bull.
So Clinton's remaining schedule after this, they travel to Blankenship. Wow. Clinton had these 3 games in a row at home, and then they don't play it. They only have one more home game for the season, and that's Lenore City, which is a regional game for them. But they go to Blankenship, to Anderson County, have Lenore City at home, go to Carnes, and then go to Heritage to close out the season.
Yeah, this was their travel year.
So was it Lenore City or Loudon that they mentioned in the football game? The UT game. Was it Lenore City?
Lenore City, yeah.
Yeah, because people are up in arms because
drops back, throws it deep.
Oh,
interception by Powell, number 5. And he's returning it. He's inside the 30, cuts back to the 20.
Henderson Jr.
Well,
tackled by the quarterback, number 9.
Also at Lenore City, their middle school coach is Chris Wampler that played at UT.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a flag on the play.
Blocking the back.
And we do have a flag.
So Oak Ridge is a regional game for Clinton. Lenore City is a regional game, and then Carnes. So they still have 3 region games left.
Okay.
And they're 1-0 in the region currently with the Campbell County win. Anderson County obviously is not a region game for them, and Heritage is not a region game.
No, but the wins help with still playoffs.
Sure.
Even.
It's going to be a block in the back against the Panthers.
Dead ball.
Against the
Personal foul
Panthers.
against the Panthers.
Are they going to assess both? Yeah, that's 25 yards then.
Stack them up. There's the first.
10.
those Yeezys? Are you wearing Yeezys? They're what? Canes. They look like a Croc and a Yeezy had a child. Am I wrong, Lee?
No, they're like a recovery shoe.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you recovering from?
A lot of golf.
Last night.
A lot of golf.
A lot of golf.
Looks like Powell's changed their quarterback out as well. They've got number 11 in now.
Kind of sidearm
Deflection.
delivery.
So,
Brody Hollowell.
Hollowell, okay.
Hollowell.
They kept the offensive line in there.
He's a sophomore.
a sophomore. He's not a junior.
That's the end of the third.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3, Powell leads by 33, 41-8 over your home Clinton Dragons.
Oh, hot dogs are half price.
Get over to the concession stand.
Dragon Field. Dragon Stadium.
Half price dog.
Yeah.
Best deal in Clinton at 9:12 on a Friday night. And we're going to go down to the field. I think our sideline reporter, BJ, has an interview for us. BJ?
Absolutely. I'm here with the new head coach for the Clinton Dragons baseball team, Coach Eric Hart. And we were talking during the break about some great things that are going on with the baseball team. So can you tell us a little bit of what we have to look forward to this season?
Yeah, we're it's an exciting time. We're just getting to know everybody, but when it comes to Clinton baseball, we're going to get to play a lot at home. I guess one of the big highlights is we get to host a lot of tournaments, and one is near and dear to my heart as it's sort of for my mom. It's called the Play and Free Cure Tournament, and it's started about 14, 15 years ago. She was diagnosed with cancer, and so my dad, he's a high school coach, started this tournament, and now I get to sort of continue carrying on the lineage, and this tournament sort of got up to 55 teams spread out throughout the whole state, and we get to bring that here to Clinton and be a part of just a small thing of trying to strike out cancer.
That's wonderful. So when will that tournament take place?
That tournament is actually on our spring break, so that is the second week of the season. I know we open up at home March 3rd to open the season, so whatever that following Monday is, or I guess sometime that second week is when it begins. So it runs from basically Saturday to Saturday.
So you said there are several teams from the state. Will there be any from this area as well?
Yes, there's teams ranging from like Clarksville to up to Johnson City and Bristol, to Knoxville to Clinton, to just all the surrounding areas. So.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited for what you're going to bring to Clinton baseball, and good luck on your upcoming season.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
And now
BJ.
I need to get to the concession stand for
go, BJ. Go get you and Jonathan a half-price dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wasn't a very convincing yeah.
Powell offensive line. They're like the undershirt brigade. They've all got those extended shirts to pull down over themselves. That's a lot of man.
Yeah, it is. The good thing is it hides other things.
It does. Nice pitch.
Oh, nice tackle.
Bo Wright once again.
Bo Wright's made a name for himself tonight.
Bo Wright on the stop. Keeper on the
Bo Wright blowing that one up in the backfield.
You know, the sad part is, after tonight, for these seniors, half their season is over.
Yeah.
It's true.
And they only got one more home game.
Yeah.
And they've already had senior night.
You only get so many games to play in school, and that senior year can be special.
Flies by.
Oh,
Well, he went for a ride.
that was Arms that had him from behind.
Arms with the tackle.
There's another flag.
And they're pointing at Powell.
Flag on the play.
Personal foul and sportsmanlike. I wonder how many penalty yards they have tonight. Dallas, you kept track of that?
It's
Not
been a lot.
kept track of, but
They've definitely been
like
penalized.
Lee said, it's been a lot.
I think
I mean,
that's at
this-
least 4 personal fouls.
This game is well in hand by Powell, but you can't. I mean, if you're the Powell coaching staff, you can't be happy with this many penalties.
No, especially you put yourself out of some scoring positions.
It
And
could cost you some games down
Yeah.
the
Down
road.
the road, yeah,
I
it
mean,
could.
absolutely.
And they cost them against Anderson County.
It did.
Two-minute
Delay
motion.
game. Did they take the timeout?
Looks like they did.
Yeah.
Timeout Powell with 7:55 left to go here in the fourth. They still lead by 33. I tell you what, Bo Wright has really played well on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely.
He's blown up some plays in the backfield. He's made a
Yeah.
couple tackles down the field.
him, number 30, Jackson Harrell. Not Jackson Harrell's not 30, but
Arms.
and then Jackson Harrell. Some of these defensive guys have stepped up the second quarter. I mean, second quarter and down.
Right. That first quarter, it kind of got out of hand
Yeah.
pretty quick. I think it got up to, 30? Was it 30-0 in the first quarter?
No.
No,
Or 23?
23.
16 to nothing.
Yeah.
I thought it was more than that. But then from the second quarter on, defense has played a lot better.
Yeah.
Little band getting savvy with Florida State or Atlanta Braves or something.
I'm not used to the Dragons doing the tomahawk chop.
Good old Florida State, 0-3.
Who gets fired first?
Napier. Or, I like it when they've said they
Oh.
wish that nobody could get fired until after they play each other.
Touchdown.
Make it?
No,
he
he's
stepped
out of the
bounds.
2.
Cooper out of bounds, short of the goal line.
It's going to be first down and goal for the Panthers at the 2-yard line.
Seven minutes and 30 seconds in the second half.
Number 7 and number 14 both moved.
And they do have a lot of
Yeah.
penalties tonight.
I mean, they got to be well over 100 yards.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, I mean, they got 45 the one Clinton drive.
First and goal for the Panthers.
There you go.
Arms again.
Yep.
On the stop, Riker arm. Keeper on the carry, Riker arms on the stop.
Clock continues to run down to around 6.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth.
Oh, nice block.
Boom. Hello.
Gets down about to the original
Don't get a
line of-
flag. Don't get a flag.
All right again on the hard hit.
Yeah.
Third down and goal from the 4.
Third down for the Panthers.
Just like to say now, Lee, if you're asking me who I think my Clinton player of the game is, I'm gonna go with Bo.
Yeah, oh yeah. I agree 100%. Timeout, Clinton. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth. No, I agree. Bo has been everywhere on defense. He's got to be up over double-digit tackles. He's really been a ball hawk tonight. You know, trying to be there wherever the ball is. Pass plays, running plays, taking shots at the quarterback.
And hats off to him, because sometimes when you're in a game and you know the outcome is no longer in doubt, it can get easy to kind of push in your chips a little bit. And he stayed aggressive, pursuing the ball, pressuring the quarterback. You know, he's listed as a linebacker, but I mean, you've seen him out covering receivers in the open field. So you know,
he plays more at safety, I think.
Yeah, at least according to our roster, they've got him listed as a linebacker.
He's
well, this one has him listed as a DB, yeah.
Quarterback keeper tucks it, goes in to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Quarterback keeper from 4 yards out.
They're going to get a delay of game call here, maybe.
Nope, they're lining up.
8 seconds.
Hold is down, kick is up. Kick is good. Your score with 5:25 left to go. Powell 48, Clinton, or Powell 49, Clinton 8. No, it's 48. 48-8.
Tough night for the Dragons all around. I mean, obviously we've talked about it all night. Powell's huge up front. Also, they've got some solid skill players. Got good quarterback play tonight.
From
Wheeler,
both quarterbacks.
Their tailback, outstanding night. You know, I think for Clinton, you know, as they say, you know, Mama said you'd have days like this. You kind of, you know, try to get out of this as healthy as you can, get ready for Oak Ridge next week.
Kind of put it behind you.
As we said,
Yeah.
region game, going to Blankenship. And also, I mean, everyone knows, pretty big rivalry game for Clinton. Be nice if they could beat them next week. That'd be two years in a row. We'd start calling it a streak. So, you know, I mean, Clinton, obviously more time left in the season, plenty to play for.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they've still got their eyes set on playoffs. And most definitely.
Kick is away. Taking it about the 15, gets up past the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, but there's holding.
Somebody's got a helmet down.
I think a goal would be to get a couple plays in without a flag.
That would be positive.
Keeper on the stop for the Panthers. We got the flag on the play.
Face mask.
Face mask on the Dragons. That's going to be 15 yards from the spot. Well, they had great field position. Now they're going to back them up. And
what year is number 99? Because he's going to be a big fill-in for 95 someday. They've had him in there together some, but
That is Mark Stewart. He is
Okay. He's a big boy, too.
That's something you can say about pretty much everybody that played in their hand in the dirt for Powell tonight.
That's true.
Keeper to the outside, turns it up. They're saying he stepped out of bounds? Gets out to about the 32-yard line. Pickup of a couple. By a claw of Panthers. Yep. Steps out of bounds. But it does pick up enough for first down.
Is that his first catch of the night?
It's either he had a couple of targets. One hit him in the hands. He didn't catch it. It might be his first catch.
Nice throw.
Nice throw and catch. Number 1 for the Dragons comes down with that one.
It's Braden Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden.
Junior wide receiver.
No, sophomore.
No, sophomore.
Sophomore.
Oh, a little long there.
Maddox.
I like the fact they're getting some of these younger, the younger quarterback in, but he's still got some of the starting wide receivers out there to try to
help go boost a little bit of confidence going in the next week.
And actually see what he can do with the ones.
Yeah.
You know, with him being, you know, a young player, if they've got some business decisions to make. Nice handoff inside. Elijah,
Nice run.
That's the biggest run of the night, I believe, for a running back. For
Yeah. And he was hurt earlier in the game. Good to see him back out there.
Another first down.
Davidson picks up.
I like Davidson. He runs hard.
He does. Under a minute left to go here in the fourth. Dragons driving. Puts it up in the air.
Interference. Come on, he pushed him. You gotta go for the ball. You can't just push somebody.
Yeah, but it also, yeah.
Second down for the Dragons. Under 30 seconds left to go.
Line it up. Go for it again.
That's the only bad thing about these long plays. It takes a minute for the wide receivers and everybody to get back.
Try to score.
Oh, as he takes a hit.
Oh.
Interception in the end zone. And that's going to do it. Your final score, Powell 48, Clinton 8. Guys, tough night all around for the Dragons. I believe, you know, Bo Wright was definitely the player of the game for the Dragons.
Yeah.
He had a heck of a time on defense. He really was everywhere.
Yeah, you know, again, if you're Clinton, it's one loss. Line it up next week. Big regional game with your rival. You know, you saw some things you can build off of. I like Bo Wright's play. You know, you look like you got some strong backup quarterback play.
Yep. Camden Nelson really did a good job when he came in.
Yeah, you know, I mean, so kind of lick the wounds a little bit, get healthy, get stronger.
Turn the page and
work on some things in practice and head to Blankenship next week.
Jared, final thoughts?
Yeah, I just think the offense just had a hard time getting things going early. I think that was a big deal in this football game. Defense started out a little slow, but they figured it out. They kind of got it together and was able to kind of put together a few drives where they were able to slow things up. But, the offense just didn't have, the firepower tonight to make things happen. I do like what I saw out of the young quarterback, the backup. And, there's a spark there that maybe they didn't have before. I don't know if, maybe you try to run a 2-quarterback system. The way that they're doing things right now, they're bringing the quarterback to the sideline to get the play from the coach. So you might be able to rotate, it's another thing that Oak Ridge would have to prepare for.
Right. Dallas, your thoughts?
Like you said, put this game behind you, really start focusing on starting tomorrow, the game next week. You came off a big playoff win last year at Oak Ridge. So just keep that mindset and the defense really stepped up in the second half. Offense played slow, but like y'all keep saying, the young quarterback Camden Nelson really has some potential, it looks like. So overall, just get ready for next week.
Absolutely. And once again, we'll be back live next week. We'll have Anderson County versus Carter. And the week after that, we have, the Anderson County-Clinton game. So thank you all so much for watching. For Jared, for Dallas, for Uncle Darren here, for BJ down on the field, all of our camera people, and Ryan in the control room, Andy out there. Thank you all so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next week here on ACTV. Good night, everybody.
And kind of got some of his impressions about what went right, what he wanted to work on. I will say, I gave him a little hard time because he told me he was concerned about ball control, and then he comes out of the gate with a double pass. I told him, I said, you couldn't see what we were doing off camera, but all the guys on the couch were looking at me going, that's ball control? And he said, well, you got to have a wrinkle every now and again. So
Wrinkle. Well, hey, did he follow up with a couple more books that maybe he was?
No, we talked about grandbaby.
Oh, okay. All right. Look forward to hearing it.
All right, let's go to the coach's show right now.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to ACTV. We thought we were going to do this coach's show live from Park West Hospital, but turns out we're in the studio. I'm here again with Coach Jason Hammock of your Clinton Dragons. I thought I was going to be able to introduce you as Powell Hammock